This is where he just runs a double drop. Yeah, look, double drop kick to the face. Oh, takes him off the stage.
I know. How
Off the
fucking brilliant
stage.
is that?
You know they mean business when you do a running double-footed drop kick to the face.
What is this event? HFC conference.
I already want to watch it.
It's
I'm all in.
Eastern European UFC.
Yes.
If there wasn't anything scarier than a mixed martial artist, it'd be an Eastern European mixed martial artist.
With nothing to lose.
Yeah. Getting paid
Jesus
£5
Yeah.
to do that.
Fiver in a full-cooked chicken.
Yes.
Ooh. We just got back from watching the brand new Jackass Forever movie.
Fuck.
So good.
Really good.
It
surprised me how good it was.
I honestly lowered my expectations.
I was like, I thought I was going in expecting to not be able to be seen not be able to be shown anything that I've not seen before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought they're gonna have to
nostalgia.
Yeah, the nostalgia, and I thought they're gonna have to be careful.
Yeah.
At least a little bit. Nope. Not at all.
I think worse. I think they got worse.
Yeah, definitely. They were more brutal and and like, you know, in the Jackass, the third one, 3D.
Yeah.
They like really played up to the 3D like technology.
Yeah, you had a lot of exploding stuff,
and it almost, and like loads of slow mo, but like maybe a little bit too much. It almost felt like it was too well produced. Whereas like the first one and the second one is probably my favourite overall, I think. This one actually is very close though. Jeez. Maybe even takes it. I need to watch it again.
Yeah.
But it was like there was such a big jump from 2 to 3 in terms of production value. Whereas this, they still had good production value, but then they kept in all the like little the raw footage, just behind the scenes stuff, and like some of those like 3 to 5 second clips that they just put in between.
Interlacing clips between the big bits.
Yeah, he was like, oh,
savage.
Yeah, it's like somebody broke something there.
Yeah. Well, there's one that didn't even make it to the movie or the cuts. I was waiting to see it in the cuts. It doesn't even make it. And it's where Steve-O's trying to surf a load of the blue barrels.
Yes, yeah.
But there's somebody lying in the blue barrels as well or something. And he doesn't make it. And he completely bombs out. Broke his collarbone so badly, they had to get plates and pins put in it.
That, yeah.
Didn't even make the cut. He just cut room floor.
The best bit is getting this on DVD so you can see all of the outcuts, because that's what I used to enjoy, watching the outcuts as much as watching the films, because a lot of the time they had hours and hours of footage that just never even made it.
That's what gets me, is how hurt did they really get trying to make this movie?
Yeah.
Because what you see is there was a bit in I legitimately in the cinema did that.
Yeah.
With my arms.
I was like,
I covered up.
Yeah.
I tucked up like Jesus.
Yeah.
That Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Is it the pogo stick bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
That was when they slowed it down.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're not going to do any spoilers.
We can't
Jesus.
say anything. You just if
you were wondering about going, if you were thinking they've not got it anymore, if you were thinking,
have they got
I
it?
don't want to, I'll wait until it comes on DVD. No, fucking go and see this at the cinema.
Yes,
because you'll be in a cinema that's alive for once as well. Because
Yeah.
everybody in there's going, oh shit,
yeah,
I
can't remember the last time I heard people making noises in the cinema,
and bits where people are going, oh no, and before things are happening.
Yeah.
And just, it was great. I haven't laughed so hard. I laughed so hard it hurt my belly. I was belly hurt. I had tears in my eyes at one point. You know the you know what I mean, with the frying pan and that.
Yes, yeah.
I was laughed so hard.
This is going to sound so obscure. It's just like the bit with the pogo stick, the bit with the frying pan.
Just us like widening eyes at each other. You know that, and the bit. You're like, the bit.
The Godzilla bit. Yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
And they always have the big opening scene and the big kind of finale.
I was worried when that started because it when you first see it, it's super cheesy.
Yes.
But then when you realise what it is, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But I worried a little bit at the beginning. But
I
did.
up.
I was like, what are they fucking doing? And then it makes sense.
Yeah, same. And also when they introduced new people in there.
Yeah, surprise.
And I was like,
expect that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm probably not going to like these. I knew like the Jackass, the fat one. The really big guy. Yeah.
See, I haven't seen anything. He was legendary.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
He did some shit.
He's like really.
That was when I fucking died again, because there was with the bang and the ding with
Oh yeah,
and then
and
he dived.
he
yeah.
jumped over.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is so hard not to say anything.
He went balls, just like fuck it, and then just went for it.
You should see some of his. He's got a YouTube channel called Jackass, and he's been going for ages now. But he like kind of obviously grew up watching Jackass and then started doing it. But he's like fucked himself up really badly because he's bigger than Preston probably.
Oh, he's a butterball,
and he's like, but he fucking flies around like he's not that big.
Yeah.
And obviously when he falls and when he lands, because he's so big and heavy, he snaps shit.
Well, he struggles to even get up. When he gets up, he has to do some kind of what looks like a breakdancing move to roll himself back round to get up.
But yeah, he's fucking savage. And the woman, I don't know what her name was.
Just fucking like
fearless,
a
mate.
Rock, just no hesitation on anything.
Yeah. She was like openly encouraging more.
Yeah.
It's just like,
you got another one in you, and she's like, sure.
Yeah. It was like, why don't you put it on my face before you start pissing it off? What about that one?
Obscurity.
Yeah. I know. God,
that's pretty savage.
Yeah. Fucking hell. And
show
the
how
lollipop. When she had to lick the lollipop, it wasn't a lollipop.
Holy shit! Straight in. More. She did it like multiple times.
I know.
Like, and they're not even making nothing. Yeah.
Nope.
Wow.
And Steve-O's with the skateboard.
Oh, dude. Right. Yeah. Just go see it.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So much is coming back.
This must be the most frustrating thing for anyone to listen to.
There's just everything you love about the original guys
Yeah.
is back and bigger. They're just
and Bam's in it.
For one.
Yeah.
If you look,
they do not acknowledge him.
No, but he's there.
He's there.
He's there.
Which was really surprising.
Because if you don't know, Bam's in a legal battle with them because they said he had to stay sober to be on the set, but they gave him such stringent drug testing and analytics to have to abide by that it was physically impossible for him to do it. It's almost like, he's got a lawyer on it who's saying that the sobriety testing that they were doing with him was so stringent and so strict, and if he missed one, he was out. It was impossible for him to make it through.
Yeah.
The way it's structured, and the lawyer he's got on here saying the sobriety things within contracts are quite normal now.
Yeah,
he said there's never has anyone seen anything as ridiculously stringent as this.
Yeah,
like they had him kicked out for testing positive for a drug that he's prescribed.
Really?
By the doctors.
Yeah, I was going to say
bizarre.
Jeff Tremaine's he's meant to be a bit of a.
I think he's just too hard to work with.
Yeah.
Too crazy, too fucked up now.
Yeah,
because you've seen him on his like streams that he's put on Instagram and stuff.
What Bam?
Like crying, about the thing, and then just randomly puking into a sink. Mid conversation.
I haven't watched any of them more recently because it was too horrible to see it.
It's sad. It is sad.
And they got a nice little tribute bit at the end as well.
Yeah, for Ryan Dunn.
Yeah,
he went in a car accident, didn't he?
Yeah,
Porsche 911. Did he?
I don't remember what the car was.
It was a good car.
Yeah,
binned it.
Yeah,
it was inevitable. One of them was going to go that way, though.
Yeah, and I think that's what gave a lot of them the push to, I suppose, to grow up a little bit in a sense. Maybe. But unfortunately, like Bam, because Bam was best friends with Ryan, and like they grew up together. So yeah, he took it the hardest, and obviously, drink and drugs were already like heavily in their lives.
You can see it in Bam's face now, the drink, because he started to get that bulbous nose.
Yeah, he's turning into Phil, his dad. Like
he is.
Because I always remember
he is.
watching like Bam fucking winding up Phil, and was like, they don't even look like remotely. He looked a little bit like is it Aid the mom?
I have no idea.
But nothing at all like his dad, because he was always quite slim, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then
he was a world-class skateboarder, wasn't he, really?
And then, he's starting to, like, get quite a bit bigger, and his features have just got bulbous. And
bulbous is the word,
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, film's brilliant. Definitely 100% worth a watch.
It's so fucking brilliant.
I really want to see it again now.
I didn't want it to finish.
No, I didn't.
I really didn't.
How long was it? It felt...
90 minutes.
All right. It felt quick.
Roughly.
It felt...
Yeah.
Like, I felt like we'd barely got into it. But there was just so much that did happen. And I think, like...
It flows really well. There's no dead points. There's nothing that kind of drags on too long. So we will warn you, though, if you take in the missus or your mum.
Yes.
There are a few things involving shit and cum.
Yeah, and probably that's the most penises I've seen.
Oh, the most penises in a Jackass.
Yeah, in a 90-minute window. I've never seen that many penises.
In very odd forms.
Yeah, yeah.
The most penises you've seen in 90 minutes, and the most penises you've seen in weird situations in your life in 90 minutes.
Yeah, there was the one, and I genuinely was like, I have no idea how anyone thought of that.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who knew it could do that? You'll know exactly what scene we're talking about.
Yep.
When they do it. Who knew?
Yeah.
Tough old thing it is.
Fucking very. Yeah.
There's more than we expected from it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I think Chris Pontius is definitely the fucking unsung hero of that.
Yeah, he's a silent sadist, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. He's always got the best one-liners, I think. Chris Pontius always knows what to say.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, like, there's one of the scenes you'll see. We can say this that can we say that Knoxville? Gets knocked out.
Yeah, Knoxville.
Yeah, of course you can, because they all get knocked out through the film anyway at points. Because you know they're going to fucking land on the head all the time. He gets knocked out really badly.
Yeah.
And everyone's generally worried. And then Pontius says something like, "That was a furious battle. Pretty one-sided though." Just like as everyone else is seriously worried.
Everyone else is just silent in shock because Knoxville's fucking out cold in the dirt. And there's like medics running over.
And that's Pontius. He's just a little one line. He pops up from behind the crowd.
Yeah.
And literally says that amidst it all.
Yeah, like there is just a sea of heads and Chris Pontius is just in the background and he just looks at the camera and says that. It's just like he's always ready.
Yeah. Yeah, none of them could not laugh when he said it either, and they were genuinely all very worried.
Yeah, you remember Pontius used to be pretty jacked as well. He was
always in shape, wasn't he?
And he was never like big, but you could tell that he did something. Like I don't know.
I don't think he did though. I think he just
or is he just one of them people that are like
yeah. I think he just did a lot of like surfing and stuff like that, and was just in shape.
Yeah,
I think he's very active.
Yeah, I have him on Instagram and. I think he's got like a knife company now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm sure he sells knives or like these weird.
I feel like that it does ring a bell.
Either he sells them or he
represents.
Like sponsored by some random knife company. But yeah, I finally pulled the trigger and bought a Dick House t-shirt as well.
I know, I want one now.
I immediately got back and then bought a Dick House t-shirt because then I was like, oh, I wish I could wear a Dick House t-shirt.
Which you were doing as I walked in my new WWE t-shirt.
Yeah,
because I got more.
Well, because I signed into the CREWCast YouTube, so I'm able to reply to some comments and stuff now. And it comes up with recently viewed videos, and it was obviously just you on there, and it was just a load of like
does it bring up the whole channel?
WWE Attitude Era videos.
Yeah. I must be careful what I watch on there now.
Yeah, there was a load of like it was literally like Stone Cold Steve Austin entrance or something like that.
Yeah. I went I started watching Broken Skull, which is his podcast, but it's on the WWE Network, so you can only see snippets.
Right.
And I wanted to see the whole thing, and I was trying to find it, and then I realised then you have to pay for it on the WWE Network.
Somebody told me to get that. It's not. He said it's not very expensive, and you've got access to the whole back catalogue, so you can go back to like that. And I was like, fucking everything, because I was like, I don't really watch. Well, I don't watch any WWE
it's gone
anymore.
PG now. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think like
it needs to go back to being fucking WWE Attitude.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, isn't it? They're like,
bring the blood back.
Yeah, but it's the wrong audience, isn't it? There's more money in. A wider, more money in kids, and it's just a bigger audience, isn't it?
Kids ruin
because the kids can watch, and their parents can kind of watch as well.
Yeah, they're not got enough with bloody Moana
but they're not
singing.
I grew up watching it.
Yeah,
and I remember, fucking like I don't know, bra and panties matches when I was like
in custard. Sometimes,
yeah, there was all kinds going on. I remember one bit with Edge and what was the person Edge was with?
Christian.
No, the girl who we were seeing.
The
tattooed one.
Lita. Lita.
And remember when they have sex in a bed in the ring? That's the scene.
My childlike brain has forgotten that one.
That's the only thing I remember now.
Really?
Yeah. No. Yeah,
I want to see that one.
Yeah, I'll show you after. But yeah, there was all kinds of shit, and
there's one where Triple H. He's pretending to be Kane, having sex with a dead person in a coffin.
Yeah. There's all kinds of things. And there's like kidnap. There's Doc.
As Triple H marries Stephanie after drugging her.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Or gets her super drunk, one of the two.
Yeah. All kinds of things used to go on. And like people getting cut open and...
It was so good.
Yeah. But
and now it's just... Like, if you don't have that, what do you have? You just have a circular pattern of stories just going...
See, that growing up has created our generation.
Yeah.
And I think we're pretty fucking good. I think we're pretty fucking good.
I think if there was like a war and our generation got involved, we'd be okay.
I was talking to
we still might not win, but at least we put up a fight.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody, like, I think it might have been today actually, saying that we got that sweet spot where we're all right with technology.
Yeah.
But then we're
still
not
great cartoons.
We're not. Yeah, we had good cartoons, and we're not pussies, basically.
Yeah.
'Cause I think like it's almost everything's become too soft now, and everything was very harsh probably before us. But then the people that are kind of grew up before us,
before us, it was like,
can't work like.
Listen to this little woman at the table try to join in with the conversation. I do think that the Labour Party are a little strict. Oh dear, look how she's angered the men. Look how they all frown furiously. That's right, little woman. Know your place.
Yeah,
Women, stroke kittens.
Yeah, and then they get baffled by copy and paste and things like that.
Yeah.
Whereas, we've just got that little sweet spot. So I think we're the best generation.
I'm happy with ours. Yeah, because I look at everything now when it's coming out, and I'm watching it thinking, this is shit. It's like half-assed. All the details are not there. Whereas when we had stuff, there was everything, the minor things the effort was put into those minor details. Yeah. Now it's like shotgun blast attitude, isn't it? Like just throw a shitload at them and try and hope that like some of it sticks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Same with movies now, a lot of the time. We're starting to get back to some good ones again. But they did that for a while, where it was just like blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, just far out
fucking spawning these bastard babies of other films, spitting them out.
And just everything's now just a remake of something else.
Yeah. Even when you think it's not, and you realise, it was made in 1940 first.
Yeah. Shall we get cracking with this? Because I'm gagging for a drink, I am.
After seeing all that cum. Gagging.
Well, there was a lot of cum.
There is a lot of cum.
Yeah, not all
not
real.
Human cum though. Don't worry.
Yeah, and I don't think it was all real. I doubt the Godzilla scene.
No, that wasn't 100%.
I fucking hope it wasn't.
Jesus, no. But the rest of it was.
Yeah,
because you could see him going. Yeah. Oh, how? Yeah. Everything.
Why so watery as well? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Well, there was gallons of it.
Yeah, I know, but still, that it shouldn't flow like that.
To be fair to them, they have taught us some biological lessons through that film as well, because I didn't know pigs could do that.
No, no, I did not. Yeah, and I really wish I didn't know that as well.
Yeah, and I had a comical way of getting to. So I was training, then on my way through to the gym, I rang you to say, "Oh, there's a showing. Let's get in." You thought, "No, let's get in before the podcast and we talk about it." I thought that's actually a bloody good idea because we're going to go afterwards.
Yeah.
So I got to the gym, super blasted my session, upon which was the most times people have ever wanted to talk to me. I might add, they must have sensed I was in a rush.
Probably works out right.
So I had to triple down my settings.
Yeah.
Then leaving the gym in a hurry to get to you, because you rang me at 6:10. The showing was at 6:20, but obviously it doesn't start till 20 odd minutes in. But you were already there at 6:10. I was like, well, I don't want to leave you sat there. So I got in the car. The sat nav took me to a dead road from the gym. Like literally to a dead end. There were metal gates across the road. I couldn't go there. And every time I tried to reroute it tried to say, no, go through the gates. I was like, I can't go through the gates. There's a guy through the gates. There's no other possible way. I found the other way eventually.
Yeah.
But not before shaking what I thought was a closed milkshake quite violently all over the inside of my car. And I'm talking windscreen, steering wheel, air ducts.
Oh, God.
Into the air ducts. I had to put the air ducts on full blast to blow it out again. All down the side of my passenger door, all down the driver's door, into the electrics, all down the window, onto my...
Were you driving?
On my face. Yeah, I was driving. Yeah, I was driving down the road as I shook it. Onto my face, all in my beard, down my front. I'm still wearing my dirty protein pants. Look.
Yeah, I can see
look,
some...
You see I look like I've got pig cum on me. Everywhere. Look at it. All over me. Everywhere, mate. It was everywhere. And I had pulled over the side of the road, fuming, because I'm trying to get to you. Now I'm late. So then I had to get it all off my face, all off the steering wheel. It then started to get sticky. It's like I've got crusty bits on my calf. Look. Hang on. Look at that. Look.
Oh, yeah.
All down my leg.
Yeah, you're going to need a shower.
It's everywhere. And then to top it off, I'm like, well, I'm only going to a public place. It's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
I'm going to go to a public place that's really well lit pretty much most of the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, came to you looking like I'd just been in what can only be described as a gay sex orgy.
Yeah.
Had
a load of pig cum dumped on you.
Yeah, sticky and crusty, all in one go. So I had a jackass moment of my own getting there. But that cheered me right up.
Yeah,
Forgot all about my sticky cum t-shirt.
It's kind of weird, but I really after watching it, I really want to get a taser and I want to get zapped.
Get zapped?
Yeah.
I've been electrocuted by the dog collars.
Yeah.
They suck. The taser, I think, would just drop you like a sack of shit.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd be able to do anything. I think if anything, you'd go bolt rigid and just flop over and land hard. Because you'd land like a piece of wood.
Can you get tasers in the UK?
I bet you can. I bet I know a place.
Yeah. All right. Would you get zapped?
Yeah.
All right, should we do it on the podcast?
We wouldn't be able to carry on afterwards.
I reckon we could.
You reckon?
Yeah, fuck it.
I reckon we'd take the desk out.
Yeah, but at worst, we just pause, have a break, and we carry on when we're all right again.
Just like stand here and do it.
Yeah.
You have to be careful not to smash head off stuff, though. Got to be in a place where you're not going to crack your head.
It's not going to be that bad, is it?
Yes.
What if we do it sat down?
Dude, it's supposed to immobilise rapists.
Yeah, but I'm tougher than most rapists. Most of them, at least.
I put the the electric ab things. I've put those full past on like my face and stuff.
Yeah, I put the little
That's
pad
bizarre.
ones. Done my eyelids. I couldn't see properly for ages. Wasn't like that?
I put them on my mate's balls at uni. He didn't
I
last.
see a lot of balls as well, actually.
Oh, there's a lot of balls in the
Yeah.
Jackass.
Ooh.
Oh, the stuff they do to the balls.
know, yeah.
Oh, the poor balls. Then they can't be having kids.
The speed bag.
Their kids are coming out bog-eyed and wonky.
Yeah. Chris Pontius is.
He's got a kid.
Yeah.
Got offspring.
Yeah. He was.
And he does a lot of stuff to his dick.
Yeah.
Not the balls.
No, he keeps the balls good.
Yeah.
The dick, not so much.
Doesn't care about the dick.
Realistically, the dick can take a
Do you
beating.
remember the dildo rocket?
Yes.
It took about 8 goes to get it right.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it wrong to be strong? You be the judge.
Oh dear. That really has cheered me up. It was bloody good. I wasn't in a bad mood before. I just come from the gym, but it sent me. It was so much better than I expected.
Yeah. No, it was.
Bravo, Johnny Knoxville and the
Yeah.
boys. Well done to you.
Definitely.
Right, let's
Awesome.
celebrate.
Hold on. They don't need to know that it's not in there.
What they're gonna see.
Yeah, it's all right. I've got some
Okay.
trickery.
All right. Here comes the magic of Lou. What do we have in the CREWCast chest today? Wow. That moved so fast.
They
It looked like
never
it was
even saw
always
it.
there.
Okay.
Is
You
your
may
pick.
have noticed, if you're very astute, that it wasn't actually in the chest.
It's got too much length.
Yeah, it's a long boy. So we got ourselves a Talisker single malt Scotch whiskey,
looking forward to
10
this.
years aged.
10 years? I think that's the oldest one we've had. I think that is. I think 8 years is the oldest we've had.
The
before.
Scotch. I don't know.
I think it is.
I can't remember.
We might have tried an older one outside of the podcast, but on here, I think 8 is, or 10 might be a match. But I feel like it's the longest one.
Because I think they do like a 25 year, but that was a lot more money, so I was like, I'll just get this one for now.
Yeah, we'll get one of those for a specially or
I like the label on there because the label isn't a square label; it's actually the silhouette of the part of Scotland where the Talisker,
like the coastal line, or
the coastal line of
boundary.
it. Yeah, it's quite cool. That,
Yeah, it's cool. I like that, yeah, basically, it looks like the label's torn.
yeah.
Yeah, nice. The bottle's nice. It's a good classic Scotch bottle shape, isn't it? You know when you see Scotches in a movie, that's kind of what it looks like. The camera's like, listen, bitches, you want me to stay on and record you two, or do you want me? That's because I got it set to animal, so it tracks me. That's legit. What I have to do.
An actual bear.
Yeah, I have to
I don't
put
know
it set.
what's gone on with the ice cube, but mine's like got a load of shit in it.
Yeah, mine has too. Oh, it really has.
Is this frozen pig semen?
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna empty.
You're gonna empty them. I'll keep talking. So let's go through this whilst Lou's cleaning out the pig cum from our glasses. The Talisker single malt Scotch whiskey. So this is from the oldest distillery on the Isle of Skye, made by the sea, aged 10 years, ruggedly maritime, sweet smoke, peat and pepper. Now you see, I read the word peat and I get worried. Not because I don't like Pete's. If you're named Pete, that's cool. We're talking P-E-A-T here, not P-E-T-E-R, because you're called Peter, really. Nobody's actually called Pete, are they? How does that piss you off, actually, if you are called Peter, and you're basically born and instantly called Pete? Does that annoy you? You're like, no, it's Peter. There's an R. Or do you not care? Peters, let us know. I don't actually know the Peter. No, I'm pretty sure I don't. Anyway. When I read Pete on the label, I always think, I might struggle here because it might overwhelm my palate. And so sometimes when you try a whiskey and it's got some peat in it, that can hit you like a ton of bricks, like really smoky and earthy, and you can be like, ugh, don't like this. But this does have a sweet smoke and pepper, so I think the more you sip on things like this, the more you'll be able to appreciate it. Are we going iceless then?
We're gonna have to. Mate.
No, I can go get the big balls. I'll get the big balls and put them in.
If you want to.
Well, yeah, because it's going to be strong, this. It's 45.8%, and it's smoky, which means it's probably got some heat to it.
All right, I'll go and grab them.
I can get them.
Is it something going on with the water?
Yeah, no, we have hard water here.
fucking hardest
So-
water I've ever seen.
I think that's all it is. It's just the build-up of lime. And I think what's happened is possibly we've filled the ice cube trays when they've not been washed out, so it's settled. You go find my balls. It doesn't tell you much on the back of this one. Just says it's made by the sea, and I'm not entirely sure what that means, and I don't entirely trust it, if I'm honest. Made by the sea. But yeah, other than that, what's been going on? It's a Friday here. You're going to be hearing this on a Monday. We last week saw Francis Ngannou kick the living crap out of thingy, but we talked about that. And I say thingy because I can't remember names, because apparently my brain has now fully given up on trying to remember people's names. And I do... So if you're approaching me, I put a post up on Instagram jokingly, put up like 3 pictures of my gym moods. One is obviously from topless because, it's true. I do, nipples out. But the second one is me looking smolderingly moody. And I just put it's me actually trying to remember your name as you approach me. That's a true fact. I genuinely, if I'm looking like I'm smoldering, it's actually me trying to think and smoke coming from my own brain. There we go. Look at that. Nice big balls. No, you didn't light it. You didn't jackass it. Oh, how funny was that scene?
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, we won't ruin that, but yeah, that was a good one. That has a climax.
If anyone wondered what that was, it was
a
duck.
carping finch. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, but remembering people's names. So yeah, my brain has now gone into a fully fledged refusal to remember anyone's name. Even like your name, James, is often one I forget.
Talisker.
Yeah, it goes. And honestly, when it's like, I swear if I listen closely, at the back of my head, I can hear. I swear to God.
It's Alzheimer's, mate, unfortunately.
I think I've taken too many. Yeah. Well, this worries me, because I have taken hits to the head throughout my time. I've always found it really funny when things bash you.
Yeah.
And so I'll quite happily be bashed, because I think especially in videoing it, it's hilarious to watch back.
Yeah.
And we were saying before how many concussions must have Knoxville and those guys and Steve-O and all that had. Like, where's the CTE? Because they're getting to that age now where you probably start to see it.
Yeah.
But they all seem okay-ish.
Yeah, from what you see, they all seem sharp.
But they used to think that you could recover. Before, was it like 40 odd years old? You could recover from concussions, but they're in there. They're past that.
I'm sure I remember seeing a scene where it is like it's very dangerous to take concussions when you're 50, and I think Johnny Knoxville was like, "Good job, I'm 49."
Oh yeah, that's it.
Like
yeah, so he's got a year. So yeah, 49 and getting hit like that. Damn. Because Johnny's not exactly built either.
No, he's not. He's not made to take a knock.
He's a skateboarder build, isn't he? Oh, we've got a cheeky pop. I thought it was a screw top. Oh, cheeky pop. Ooh, that was a cheeky pop. Does the cork smell good? I'm thinking. Smoky. Beefy.
It's got the smoke.
Is that peat or smoke?
It starts off peaty, and then there's a little bit of...
We just turn into what is essentially what people used to get sexual harassment when they were corded phones. Just... That's all they were hearing on the podcast. It's just us. Oh, it's smoke.
Heavy breathing.
Oh, Christ, that is peaty. Yeah.
And then
this is what I worry about.
You got a little bit of
overpowering.
You got a little bit of smoke at the end. Keep going with it.
Let's go. Oh, yeah. It does get sweeter towards that top end. That peat's big and strong at the beginning, though. I wonder if it's going to be like that on the tongue.
Big, strong peat.
On the old muscle in the mouth.
Right.
Oh, I think they could hear that. That's loud. Well, we know what it is. It's a glugger. Oh, that noise. Welcome Fridays. If it's Monday night, have a drink with us as well. Fuck it. Who cares? Did you know?
It's Monday morning, have a drink. Just don't drive to work.
Yeah,
just call in sick instead.
Yeah. Call in sick and then pour yourself a tall one. Did you know that the week starts on a Sunday?
According to my Google calendar, it does, and then I've had to adjust it because that really annoyed me.
Yeah, but that's actually what it's supposed to be. Sunday to Saturday. Sunday's meant to be the first day.
Why?
I don't know. But it's on the stupid calendar on my fridge, and it's really annoying. And looked it up. It's the first Sunday was originally the first day of the week.
Says who?
Don't know.
You can show me any evidence, I will not believe it.
You're not believing it?
I do not believe in it at all. But
it is on
Google Calendar did set up like that, and you have to go in there and choose the start date. And I was like, since when did I need to choose? It's fucking Monday.
I tried swiping on the fridge one, but it didn't do anything. It was just like, no, I'm drawn, you idiot.
You need a fridge like your neighbour's fridge, mate.
Oh, I know that thing. But so they've got one of those. It's probably Samsung, is it, or somebody?
Fuck knows. It's got basically like a 28-inch flat screen, touch screen.
Yeah, it scans what's in your fridge as well. So you put things in, it scans what's in there, and so it knows when you're running out of something and reminds you to get more. But basically, one of the features on it is you can draw on the front of it.
Yeah.
So all that happens is they have a party.
Yeah.
And people just put ridiculous drawings up on the front of their fridge.
Penis.
Yep.
Day one, moment one.
There you go. So that's what you get. You get like a $5,000 fridge. Penis.
Yep. I had, to be honest though, my grandparents. Have you heard of the brand Zanussi? It's
Zanussi.
Zanussi.
It sounds like some kind of like hired help around the house that's actually a slave.
No, so Zanussi. It's actually like it's a fairly
Zanussi. Get the cheese.
It's a fairly well-known brand, and the logo is Zanussi in big bold letters. And my grandparents had a load of stuff stuck up on the fridge. And all that was exposed from the Zanussi label was anus.
Accidental.
Yeah, accidentally.
Brilliant.
And I walked in and I just pointed out to Emma, and she was like, "What the fuck?" And then we realised it just been sticking up like pictures and like a fucking gas bill or something.
Subconsciously, the same part of my brain that goes, but it doesn't tell me a name, was in everyone else's brain going, don't put it over the anus bit.
Yeah, anus. So.
I hope there is. I hope we have a subconscious that has its own sense of humour.
Yeah.
And
when
we go, it introduces itself and goes, yeah, how's that one fucking with you the whole time? Every time, when you could never find your car keys and I was the one that made you put them in the fridge.
Yep, that was me.
Yeah, every time that was me.
Should we have a little try?
Yes. Well, cheers, mate.
Cheers.
What a fun Friday so far.
Oh.
Sniffy, sniffy. Ooh.
That is peaty, isn't it?
Yeah. Bit worried about that. It's very peaty. Yeah, I mean a lot of peat and smoke. My palate just gets overwhelmed by that. It's knocked the energy out of my voice. My voice has just gone husk.
I don't mind that,
There's
some sweetness to it as well.
There is at the back end. I'll keep going with it.
Yeah,
if that peatiness dies down a bit, it'll be nice.
I reckon the second sweet's going to be all right.
That is a by the fire whiskey.
See, it's not. There is a little bit of smokiness, but not too bad. I think I'd probably actually prefer a bit of peatiness to smokiness. I think it's smokiness that overpowers for me a little bit.
Really?
Whereas this, it's kind of like the smokiness is quite subtle, just on your tongue after.
The earthiness of the peat hits me so hard. It's I'm going in.
Going in for round 2.
Okay, round 2. Definitely less. Yeah, a bit more sweetness around the edges of the tongue. And not a lot of heat at all from that one, really.
No, that's really smooth.
A little bit of warmth afterwards, but I wouldn't call that heat.
No. I don't mind that at all.
I'll enjoy that, but I don't think I'd pour another one in the same night. I think it would be like I'd want one.
And done.
Yeah, so it's one of those where you're like, oh, fancy one, and you pour that because you wouldn't want more than the one.
Yeah, I think.
It's a nice thing to have ones like that.
Have you said the percentage of it as well? It's
45.8, is it?
Yeah, it's quite potent.
700ml bottle.
Yeah, so a big tall bottle as well. But
that's one that you'd shoot as a cowboy in a bar. You shoot the top off it.
Yeah, I wouldn't because
and then you drink out of a broken bottle. Yeah, no, let's have another one. Third go. So the peatiness is still there, but it was like a punch in when I put it in my tongue the first time. But now it's amidst all the other flavours.
Yeah, I like it. There's some fruitiness to
it
as
acidic.
Well.
Quite acidic.
It's like orangey or.
There's something there I can't pick
citrusy.
It out. It's just a sweetness to me.
Yeah. Not too bad. I actually quite enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pack on up with you.
Yeah, I didn't realise. I don't know. I always thought that the peaty flavours kind of put me off, but I don't know. That doesn't seem to overpower.
There was other ones we've had that were peaty, like the. Got a number in it. One of the first ones we had. The Viking one.
Yeah, the Highland one.
Highland 12 or what's it called? Highland
Park.
Yeah,
Highland
that was.
Park.
I can't
Yeah,
do that. That was too much, Pete.
I didn't like that one. Although
Too
it's
much
so
Pete
hard
in
to
it.
say because like
Sorry,
I
Peter.
feel like our taste buds kind of change quite a lot.
I
Like
tried it again a little bit. Still too much.
you know what we should do? We should go back to lambs. We should try with lambs.
No, I did. The other
yeah.
week, somebody was here who didn't have whiskies. Oh, it was Danny.
Yeah.
I poured him a lambs and I tried a
yeah.
bit. I was just like, oh, no.
Super sweet.
It was awful.
Really?
Yeah, it was awful.
Oh.
And do you remember when we first had that? We were we were like Ross with that green stuff that he gets at Joey's and he pretends to hate it when he's like, it's delicious.
Yeah.
But no, it was too sweet. It was too sweet. It was like drinking pure cordial.
I still want to try some again.
Yeah, it's some downstairs. There's a massive bottle of it.
Oh shit! Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because we had it and you
Yeah.
liked it that much. You literally bought. It came in like a litre
Big
bottle
boy
or
of
something.
it, yeah. Big boy party bottle. Yeah.
Oh, what I did last week, because if you remember, if you listened last week, I had to shoot off because we didn't drink, did we? Did we? No, we didn't drink because I drove back on the night because I was going to.
Oh, I just burped. It tastes like barbecue ribs. I haven't had barbecue ribs.
That's unusual.
Yeah, that's that.
You know what? I can tell that kind of that ribby taste.
Yeah. Well, it would be if you got the smoke
smoky.
and the sweetness.
Yeah.
Because the barbecue sauce is sweet in the smokiness.
I can imagine. Yeah, I can see that. Anyway,
Anyway.
so it was so did two things. We went down to London. The reason we went down is for this. It's like kind of a light show. It was at the Lux in London. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It was a
building.
It was a car park that had been converted into something else. By the structure of it, it looked like it was used to be a multi-story. Yeah, it had walls. Right. That's what it looked like. Anyway, there was a load of big concrete ramps and stuff like that taking you to different levels. But it was shit.
I remember texting you, how was the light show? And you're like, shit.
Yeah. So there was 13.
Well, that's unlucky to start with.
I don't know what you'd call them, like
Displays.
displays. Yeah, some of them were big, some of them were smaller, and there was 2 of them that were good.
What's the premise?
It's just an art exhibition, I suppose. But yeah, it's done with lights.
See, because when you sent me the feature of it,
Yeah.
it was like a holographic wave
Yeah.
coming at you through lights. And I was like, oh, that'd be pretty sick if
Yeah,
you're doing
that
loads of
was
shows
class.
with that.
That was good.
But it wasn't. It was just a load of different ones, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
And then he walked off from that. And
Yeah.
went and saw
Did I show
something
you the
else.
pictures of the other stuff? Or the video?
You kind of just went, look at this shit.
Yeah. So like because the bit that they really advertise, the bit that's obviously the one that everyone
one good
likes.
one.
Effectively, you're in this room. What it reminded me of. Have you ever watched the film Sunshine?
Yes.
And do you know they go off in? They have that little room that they go into, and then it just like plays holograms of like.
Oh yeah.
And Chris Evans is his bit in there, and he's like at the sea, and he just sees like waves crashing, and you can just hear the sea. It's kind of like that. So you just literally there's like it's not real waves, but there's these like big waves splashing up the wall, but they're also mirrored and splashing like in front of you, and you've got mirrors either side, so it looks endless.
That's cool.
And then you kind of just are in there, and you can kind of lie down and. It's just the sound of waves.
Well,
it's
awesome
quite,
for the whole 10 seconds you give a fuck.
It's to be fair, you'd be able to chill in there for a little while. Like it's.
Could you sit and meditate if you wanted to? Or is
Oh,
there too many
definitely.
people wandering through?
Oh no! There's too many people. There's little people bringing little kids. I'm sorry,
fuck off.
but why the fuck are you bringing kids?
Because
to
if
stuff
you've
like
made
this?
people, control them and leave them behind.
Yeah, so there was people were there trying to like lie down and relax, and there was kids just running up to the walls and pretending to like surf on the waves, and I was just like, "Oh, just please fucking run into the wall and knock yourself out."
Yeah, at least maybe give me something video.
I just don't understand why people bring kids to stuff that they're not going to get any kind of enjoyment out of. It was literally an art exhibition.
Yeah.
Like, why? But anyway, so that was good. There was another one which was kind of good.
Gotta say it, can't keep it in. There's parents who brought kids to a movie and gave them a fucking iPad.
Today?
No, when I went to watch Christopher Robin for my nostalgic moment in the cinema, they brought a fucking kid in who had no interest in being in the cinema. They'd clearly no idea who Winnie the Pooh was. And they gave him a fucking iPad to shut them up because they're making so much noise and wriggling around. And eventually, after 30 minutes of ruining the film for everyone, they left.
Yeah, fuming.
Tits. I was rocking in my chair because I was literally 4 seats to the left and up one level. And I can't remember who was with me at the time, but they had to stop me getting up. I was fuming.
Yeah, I bet.
Fuming.
There should be like parent and children only things going on.
There are in the cinema. There's children's viewings so that you can take noisy kids, and every parent going in there knows they're not going to get to watch a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, they just bring the earplugs and just
they
close
bring
their
themselves an iPad and just let the fucking kids run around.
Yeah, scream and go mental. Yeah. But so it was kind of disappointing. It was still worth going. I'm glad I saw it. There was some of them were just really fucking pretentious, and it was just bullshit. They were trying to like explain that this means this is a metaphor for modern society, and it was like, oh, fuck off.
If you have to tell me, you've not done a good job.
Yeah. So genuinely, one of them was there was a black room with a TV in it.
Blacked out, like real dark.
Yeah, well, it just had there was a little bit. It just had black curtains in there. Well, yeah, and then you just got a TV, maybe a 50-inch.
New, modern, old.
You couldn't tell because it was just a black bezel, so you couldn't see. It was just the screen.
Yeah.
And then on the screen was blackness, and then there was computer graphic, like CGI, like kind of circus rides, but they were all linked together. So you had like the Ferris wheel spinning, but it was attached to something else, and it was all like moving around, basically similar to what you would get on like a Windows 98 screensaver.
Fuck's sake.
But the CGI of it looked like it was on a, like, I don't know. Do you play Modern Warfare 2? That when you're in Chernobyl and you had like the Ferris wheel and all that. It was maybe PlayStation 2, potentially Xbox 360 kind of kind of graphics. You could quite clearly see that they were fake.
Yes.
I was just like, who the fuck thinks this was worth putting in here?
How's that? Oh, sorry, bashing the mic. That is the same twat that started NFTs. That's who that is.
There was another one TV one side of the room, one TV the other, and then on one screen there was what was basically again all CGI, a woman on all fours, but she was made of ice, so you could see through her, and the ice was kind of like melting, and it was just kind of like she was just slowly rotating around, again, just like a screensaver.
Yeah, that's it.
And on the other side, it was another woman
made of fire.
No, she was all like almost like tie-dye, kind of like tie-dye, multicolored, and just like rotating. And
what the fuck's that supposed to mean?
I didn't read it. I just stopped reading after a bit because they were just.
That's just shit.
Yeah,
we could do that. We just set up 2 laptops.
100%. There was some of them. On. Yeah, and some of them just had some LED lights.
We would put up a dark room, right? And we put 2 laptops either side of the room, and then we put one strip of lights up across the roof from above one laptop to the other.
Yeah.
And then on one laptop we have it ticking down, and on another laptop we have it ticking up.
Yeah.
And we say it's the amalgamation of life and death.
What's it ticking down from?
Life is death and death is life. Well, life's ticking up to being born or ticking down to dying.
Right.
And the light in between is the link between life and death.
There we go.
There you go. I've just created a whole exhibition.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
I don't know how much
I am so talented.
Yeah, I don't know how much Emma paid for the tickets.
I bet I could do that and put bullshit that off.
Oh God, yeah.
What I just made up in 10 seconds.
Did you ever watch Spaced?
Yes.
With Sean.
Yeah. I don't know if I got through all of it, you know.
Not sure.
But I definitely started watching it again.
Simon Pegg.
Because I think it came on Netflix, and I never watched it when it first came around.
Yeah.
So I started watching it again, and it's actually really.
It's fucking brilliant. And do you remember the bit where it's got?
Let's see how far I got now.
David Williams in?
Yes.
And
he does the act.
Yeah, does the art exhibition
just
thing.
Screaming and stuff. Yeah.
And I was just like, I was literally looking at this, and I just kept having flashbacks to that bit of Spaced. And I was just like, what a load of pretentious bullshit.
Yeah.
But went to Natural History Museum after.
Amazing.
Fucking brilliant.
Yeah. At least that made up for it.
Oh yeah, that is so good, and it's free.
It's free.
It's free. You don't have to. Yeah, it's free. You have to book tickets, book spaces, but it's free.
No fucking way.
Yeah. And I was like, again though, and fair enough. I understand why kids go to this, but fucking kids are annoying.
Yeah.
I would happily pay money for like after 5 o'clock or after 6 o'clock in the afternoon. It's just adults only, and you pay, so it's quiet. Because all the people that like don't really give that much of a shit about it are like,
Day
oh, I'm
did
not.
You go?
as a Saturday.
Yeah, I bet if you went midweek, you'd be right.
Potentially, but either way, I'd still rather pay to get rid of the masses, so I could actually go and like do it at my own pace.
Yeah, like pay for like a off-peak ticket,
or it was just like a premium one. Because if everyone else can go in for free, and then people that don't care about it being quiet or anything else, they'll be like, I'm just going to go when it's free. Then I'm not going to pay a tenner.
Yeah.
But like, I'd happily give money to that to be able to just go and it'd be nice and peaceful.
And it goes towards the museum, yeah.
And exactly. And both times, because it's been years ago since I think it's probably 5 years since I went last.
I think it's been longer since I've been.
And I don't know whether the Darwin thing was there. Charles Darwin.
Was the sports science bit still there, where you get to fuck with everything and see how big basketballs actually are and stuff?
No, I didn't make it round because by the time we did that, we'd already we used Just Park. To you can park on someone's drive.
That's good, that though, isn't it?
Yeah, so we used Just Park, and it was running out at 6.
You know,
so
you can extend them.
Yeah, I know, but we had to get back for other stuff as well. But we had like 2.5 hours to go round, which isn't a lot for the Natural History Museum.
God, no, that
so we were
the first quarter.
We went at a good pace, because we knew we had to. But then there was just so many moments where you just get bottlenecked because.
That many people?
Oh, mate, it was fucking heat.
At least.
Yeah, it was good. But I was also like, what's the point in us booking tickets when it's just fucking rammed?
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, like, I thought...
Fire capacity, maybe.
Yeah, I was like, maybe they're doing it so they can kind of keep a decent flow and capacity levels because of COVID not being overcrowded. And I was like, man, if I haven't got fucking COVID after leaving here, I'll be amazed.
Well, imagine, you can get some people probably in there for like 6 hours.
Oh, God, yeah, definitely. But... It was well good. Natural History Museum is fucking awesome. If you've not been, you need to go. I think it's one of the
should go.
The best things to do in London.
We should go for like a day.
Have you ever been Madame Tussauds?
No.
I want to do that as well.
Do you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Still wax people?
Yeah.
I'd only do it if I'm going to get in bad poses with every single one of them.
Just bending
over in every single one, yeah. Getting some sexually aroused in some way or form in every single picture.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
That's the challenge if we do it. Everyone has to be an erotic picture that's taken.
It's on hands and knees, like
just
in front of them.
Especially if there's other people queuing to get the photos.
Yeah, a load of people with their kids, and you're just like, excuse me,
just one moment. Jackson would have loved this. Fondle the balls.
Can you take the photo for us?
The other one who's taking the picture has to shout instructions as well. Fondle the balls. Tweak the nipple.
But we need to do it, and we need to take your camera so it looks really...
Yeah, and we'll take the 80mm lens.
All these lights.
Yeah, we'll take a halo light with us. Jeez, and it's set it up every single time. Like, you're going to take something really, really good, and you get yourself set head and everything, and then go, okay, drop to your knees and suck the cock.
See, I've been to London fucking hundreds and hundreds of times, and I don't think I'd ever go specifically for Madame Tussauds, but no. I drive past it so much, and I see queues of tourists, all Chinese, but I still want to join, and I want to go and see. I don't know, because I've just seen so many pictures of it. I just want to see what it's about. I want to actually understand what the layout is. I find that a bit more curious than the wax models, because
it's freezing in there.
It might have to be cold, yeah. Yeah.
It can't be too warm. Surely.
No, I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
What we should do is pretend to be a wax model.
Yeah.
We need to find out what... We have to bring our own little stand with like a little plaque. And then just...
Explorer. Just call it, yeah. And then, I did that once.
See if anyone comes and gets a photo next to us.
I did underwear modelling.
Yeah.
And one of the jobs was to be in a store window. You do it for like an hour. It was good money though. You get like 400 quid.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. But the idea is you were in the store window and they would put you in and they'd be like you, a mannequin, 2 of you in there, a couple of mannequins and like all posed. And maybe there weren't mannequins in with us. And so you posed.
Maybe they were really good.
They were just dedicated.
Yeah, they were dedicated.
But the idea
models.
is you would sit there and you wouldn't move until the crowd gathered. And then you would just literally just turn and wink at them. And they would, but because we're men in underwear, obviously men in shape in underwear, it'd be women that would be gathering. They were with friends going, have you seen these? Look at this. This fucking looks real, like that. And then you could wait till there's about 20 of them or something. And then you would just turn and wink. And I'm not kidding, they go like wild baboons. Yeah. They just go, whoa! And they start banging on the window. Like fucking Fucking hell. He used to crack myself up so much. And the best bit though is once you got good at it and you could kind of keep yourself still, you just give them a wink and then they would do it. But then they'd think, hang on, did that actually happen? That you do something really subtle and then do a big move?
Yeah.
It was hilarious. It was great fun.
Class.
Great fun. And you had to walk through the whole department store in your pants to get to the windows, which I thought was hilarious. I properly just like strutted all the way through. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm at work today.
Yeah,
what are you wearing to work?
Yeah, that was good. That was. Did that a few times.
Sounds fun, that.
Yeah. The other thing we used to do was, and this was for Aussie Bum, they always used to have a big stand in the middle of the store, and they used to just put guys on the stand for underwear. Now, I never got this because you're trying to get guys to buy underwear. Guys don't want to see other guys in just underwear.
No.
That's not going to sell them, but it was run by a gay dude, and he forgot about straight people.
Shit.
Damn it. And so what I would do, because I get bored, because obviously no men would come near the stand whilst we were there, especially if they weren't in shape.
Yeah.
They
need women in the men's underwear.
Yeah, that's what I know. Yeah. Anyway, so they would always position it so it was like central within the store, this thing, which usually meant you were basically at the top end of some escalators. I would stand at the very top of the escalator waiting for couples to come up and just eyeball the girl coming up because she'd be like, ooh, coming up, getting close to the thing. And whoever her fella was, I guarantee every time, would just be looking down, up, left, right, quick glance at me, back up, back down, because I just stood there so cocky with zero fucks given. They did not know what to make of it. But as they got to the top, they would always grab the girlfriend's hand just as they got to the top and just switch them right around the corner, like as fast as they could, like, fuck you.
Yeah. I was surprised you didn't get a slap.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought somebody's going to get... But it was so off-putting because you got this guy looking confident as fuck in just pants. Imagine what you're going to do. There's this dude just... No fucks given at the top of the escalators in his pants.
Yeah.
Like, he's really going to start a fight with the guy in his pants who might beat you?
Yeah. It's a high risk maneuver, that is.
And I was always happy. Never cocky. It wasn't like cheeky. I just a happy smiling away, like, Yeah. So there's no reason to really want to fight me.
No.
So it was just brilliant. Loved it.
Awesome.
Funny. The jobs I've done.
I know. I think what band was it? The where you were in your pants?
The Devil.
No.
A band in my pants. Oh,
what, like Girls Aloud band. Or something like that.
No, I wish it was Girls Aloud.
Atomic Kitten or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was along the level of Atomic Kitten. What were they called? I know the song. What's the bloody band called? No, you've said too many names now. My brain's going.
S Club 7.
Yeah.
I don't.
What are they bloody called? Sugar Babes.
Sugar Babes.
I'm
trying to remember what they look like.
Though they switched them up. They started with that Mutia. Do you remember her? There was a blonde one. So there's a blonde girl, black girl, Latino girl.
I'm just googling them. What were they called?
Sugar Babes.
Sugar Babes, right.
I don't remember any of the names, hence why I'm just saying skin colours in the most racist sentence ever.
Well, no, if you don't know what their names are.
No, and I don't see colours of skin as anything other than a descriptive colour.
I saw
fuck off.
It was a clip from the UFC that was like a while ago. It was ages ago, actually. And what was the guy who used to commentate with Joe Rogan who they got rid of?
Oh, I hated him.
What's
he
his
was
name now?
shit. In the entire time that he was on there, whatever his name was, he did not learn what MMA was.
No.
He would say the dumbest shit. And Joe would have to constantly say, actually, no, you're wrong. He's absolutely safe in that position. Or he'd go, a crazy left hook, and be like, Joe Black is a straight right. Literally that stupid.
Yeah. So in this...
I hated that guy, man.
So there's two guys fighting, and he's like... I can't remember what he says. It's just like, and it's Johnson in the dark blue shorts, and it's Stevenson in the light blue shorts. And Joe Rogan goes, Johnson's the black guy, Stevenson's the white guy. And then he goes, that was Joe Rogan who said that.
You gotta love Joe. Fucking hell.
Like, when you're describing two people that you have no, like...
Yeah, I mean, if somebody described you as beige, would you give a fuck?
No,
Like, Jesus Christ.
what's the...
Surely if someone describes you as black as well, aren't you just proud to be black?
Yeah, well, it's just what's the most
They're not calling you the
noticeable?
N-word.
Yeah, it's what's the most noticeable thing? Like having long hair, that's fairly noticeable.
Yeah.
So that'd probably be one of the top things, or like having tan skin, or dark like black skin, or
Just-
white skin, or what? Like you.
You go over the top, can't you, with it?
Yeah.
What do you think of the Spotify hurrah with Neil, whoever the fuck it was, to get his music taken on Spotify because Joe Rogan had a specialist on that basically said that the vaccine's dangerous if under the wrong circumstances.
I haven't even heard, or somebody told me about it, but I haven't looked at it at all. I
Is
know.
it Neil Diamond or somebody? I don't know. Two singers that nobody gives a fuck about anymore that were great in like the 90s, and now no one cares about, who is on Spotify.
Yeah.
Because there ain't 70-year-olds on Spotify. Said that it's either Joe Rogan or us, and Spotify are like, cool, see you later. Because Joe had a guy on who is the top of his field. He's actually one of the guys that has produced and patented some of the most utilized vaccines in the world. He was also brought in at the very beginning of the pandemic to help create the vaccine for COVID. And he was on there just saying how if you have had COVID and then get the vaccine on top, what we didn't know initially is there is a huge risk of myocardic issues and also hypertension. And it happened to him. He said because he had COVID, then went and got the vaccine, nearly died from the vaccine because of the hypertension that it caused. He said he was lucky it just didn't tear his...
That's like really high blood pressure.
Like 200 it went up to.
Oh, fuck hell.
Yeah, he said he was lucky it just didn't rip his arteries to pieces. He said the fact that they're now still saying, if you've had COVID, to get the vaccine, like outwardly encouraging it, he said is fucking nuts. Well, he actually said it's nucking fucks. No. Fucking nuts.
Knucking foot?
Hang on.
That would be right, wouldn't it?
Nucking. Oh, that's still swearing. Fucking nuts. Oh no. Nucking futs.
Yeah.
Jesus, that hurt our brains. Yeah, he said that's literally it's something like if you've had COVID and then get the vaccine, you're 20 times more likely to suffer from this hypertension that could actually kill you if it occurs. And the fact that they know this and are still saying to people to get the vaccine after COVID, he said, is just ridiculous. When he had it and it happened, they didn't know that happened. He got the vaccine because, it's a sensible thing to do.
Yeah.
But now they know there's these drawbacks to it, but they're ignoring them. And his main argument against it was there are unsafe times in which this vaccination can be given, and they're acting like there isn't, and that's not right. People are not, basically the public aren't being given the full information to be allowed to make their own decision on whether they want it. It's being forced down the throat when in certain situations it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So that's all it was. And Joe Rogan was just on there questioning, and this guy's an expert in his field, one of the top in the field still. But he was stripped. He was kicked off LinkedIn. He was kicked off Twitter. He was basically chastised for not even saying anything negative. He just put up studies, some results. He was stating results that had been found about certain things, and there was just this conspiracy to just sweep this information under the carpet. And people
if it's on Joe Rogan, you can't.
People are acting like he's making it up, and he is one of the top guys in his field. Still, he's literally patented some of the world's most utilized vaccines. Like, this guy's not out there to lose his fucking job, you dicks. No. He's just giving you information you can go and research yourself and find out.
Did something about like the podcast get taken down or something like that? Joe Rogan's podcast. Ooh. I'm sure someone said that his podcast got taken down and then it got put back up or something like that.
No. The threat was that they wanted his podcast removed from Spotify. Yeah. These idiot 60, 70-year-old fucking artists. Or they want their stuff removed, and Spotify were like, okay, cool, see you later.
Yeah, I don't imagine Neil Diamond's
largest podcast in the world. Neil Diamond, or it might not be Neil Diamond, it's Neil someone.
We're hating on Neil Diamond.
Yeah, it's probably not Neil Diamond.
Neil.
Neil, whoever it was, and his wife were kicking off something. They're like, well, cool. What do your music? See you later. Biggest podcast in the world. Well, launch your own podcast and do something against it. Whatever, Yeah. It's basically like you going into an amusement park and deciding that one of the rides is just to get what you don't like. One of the rides, it feels like it's unsafe, even though it's past all the things and like that. And you're saying that I need to shut that ride down.
Yeah, because I don't like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I don't like it.
People don't. That's just the way.
Just don't go on the fucking ride, you moron. Just don't listen to Joe Rogan, or maybe go do your own research and see what's been said's true. Don't drop in halfway through a podcast, cherry pick 5 minutes of conversation, and then go and make this big statement.
I think that's just a good point for everybody. And I do remember, I can't remember who told me it, but it was somebody who I always really respected and listened to their opinion. And he said to basically to doubt everything that people tell you and do your own research. And he was like, and even me. And I was like, because I automatically, because he was so blunt and told things as they were, whether you'd want to hear it or not, it almost lulled you into a sense of security where you're like, right, whatever I'm going to hear is going to be the brutal and honest truth. And he was like, no, even question me. Like, just because I'm telling you doesn't mean that you shouldn't be going and checking it out for yourself. It's just like, this is your decision to be made. Every time you are presented with a piece of information and you want to have an opinion on that information, you should go off and do something about it. Don't just regurgitate what I've told you, or regurgitate what someone else has told you.
Isn't it?
Yeah, because that's what people do all the time.
And only half regurgitate as well, like I did with Neil Diamond. Probably wasn't Neil Diamond at all, but
still, fuck you, Neil Diamond.
Yeah, fuck you, Neil Diamond. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I don't like your shit, but
I don't know.
Definitely Neil something.
Yeah,
but my brain is doing its ha thing again. If you just quickly Google it, oh no, don't Google it if you've watched the other Joe Rogan podcast either. If you're not listening to that one,
fucking hell, yeah,
scary
Google,
though.
Yeah,
Google literally control the internet. It's insane.
Yeah,
it's insane. And that's not a conspiracy thing. Literally, if you listen to that podcast and break it down, you're like, yep, fucking does. And you can either just like go along with it, because it's happening, you don't really care.
Yeah. So what are they doing? They're just able to spy and track on you.
No. Basically, they worked out that Google is basically one huge advert. So they dictate what your search results are when you search for something, which is huge.
Oh yes,
huge.
Yeah, I remember you talking about this.
When it comes down to politics, they have done some blind studies. So this guy basically recreates a Google search engine, but where they can control the outcomes. Mm-hmm. And they like it with Google in the way it works, but then they control what it spits out rather than Google. And they've worked out that in a room of people, when it comes to voting for, like, in America, the fucking president, if you get a room that is, I think it was something, don't quote me on this, I think it's something, if you get a room that's 50-50 split on who they don't know who to vote for, and then get them to go through their Google search engine, which spits out different results, so they skew them the way they want for the Google test. Yeah. They can turn a room from being a 50-50 split into a 80-20 or 90-10 split towards the way they dictate it.
Fucking hell.
Without these people knowing that they're fucking with it. They think they're on just a Google test or something.
Yeah.
And so without them even knowing they've been manipulated,
just unconsciously
they are swayed. And so that's the power of Google with everything.
Yeah.
And when you learn that, it's insane, because like if you just go on and a simple thing, you just type G into the search bar of Google, it will bring up if you do it now and you press G and go onto Google and press G on it, it'll bring up about the first 4 will have a little time symbol by them, and they're ones that you've previously searched. So if you search like gargantuan or gay porn, or gargantuan gay porn, that will pop up first, the first few times, because that's your own personal search. But underneath that is what Google spits out, and it'll say Google Maps, Google this. It's literally what they want to send you to, and they've worked out the number of suggestions that is most beneficial to get you to click on one of their suggestions. They've done all the analytics to make it so that you are more likely to go the way they want you to go.
I think you mentioned this to me. It must not have been on the podcast
last
week.
As soon as I listened to the podcast,
and because I remember, like, there was something. I don't really pay attention to what pops up in the.
I don't really pay attention to you, but every so often
I don't really pay attention to what you tell me, but through, sometimes I'll wait for you to stop talking, and then I can say what's actually important.
That's actually true.
But, oh dear. I don't normally pay attention to what pops up in the predicted bit, like at least until I've typed most of the word in.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I was like typing something in and I got distracted. And I think I typed in SE. Yeah, it was SE. And then the first thing that came up was see-through wedding dress.
Yeah.
And I was like, and that's so random. I actually was like, what the fuck's a see-through wedding dress? And then in my head, I was imagining some like clear PVC wedding dress of like, and the woman's just naked underneath. I was like, is this some weird sex thing, or is this some like I don't know what the fuck it is.
To know.
So I clicked it.
See.
They actually look really nice. They're like, I'll show you a picture, but they actually were
underwear underneath. I guess.
Yeah, but it's like not all of it see through. They're kind of like a sheer net, so you can see like down the back or more like leg, or like the bit at the bottom that covers the legs.
Yeah,
it'll be like lots of layers, so it's not see through, but each individual layer is see through. But because there's so many of them, then it's like.
But that costs a fair pretty penny.
Yeah, they look quite nice actually, but it didn't.
Ordered 3.
Yeah, I've ordered one now. I think I look great in it, but I'll wait to see what my sizing's like, and then we can get you one as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, what the fuck's that got to do with anything? And I was like, maybe Google subliminally trying to get me to get married.
So they will push you. They can push you towards whatever they want. But the power of that is that they can manipulate a vote. They can manipulate an election. Because if you're searching Trump or what's she called? Who was on it? The Clinton.
Yeah.
If you typed in like Donald Trump, they could have the first 4 things popping up going Donald Trump, positive reviews. Donald Trump is awesome. Positive. They could have Clinton is evil. Clinton scandal. They can create those as the top search engines for it, and they can literally make websites disappear by pushing them onto the back pages as well. Yeah. So people are never likely to see them. So you could have a load of you could have a load of pro-Trump websites that all pop up when you're searching Trump, and all the Clinton ones that pop up are all pro negative, well, towards her being, wrong way around. You know what I'm trying to say?
Pro negative.
They're proactively being negative towards Clinton.
Yeah.
So you're directed to a website that's anti-Clinton or anti whoever it is they want you to be against.
And I think that's it as well nowadays, like because we I think it's instinctual for the most part to kind of go along with the general consensus. Most of the time people feel obliged to be like, if that's the first thing that's popping up on Google, that must be what everybody's thinking and everyone's talking about.
No, it's not all evil.
Yeah.
I mean, some things like you're searching cars and you want to find you want to shop for stuff.
Yeah.
Google's great for that because it just brings up a price lists and where it is.
Yeah.
Now, unless somebody's paying them a lot of money to send you to that direct thing, which either way, you're still going to look for the cheapest one anyway, so it makes no fucking difference.
Yeah, of course.
Then it's great. So you can download. So basically, Google is one giant AdSense or one giant dictatory avenue for which way they want to send you.
Same as Facebook.
But if you can download a one called. So Firefox used to be.
I was using one called DuckDuckGo.
Now you see, DuckDuckGo is okay, but it still uses Google's blacklist. Right. So if Google blacklists somebody, all the other websites run through Google's blacklist first before they generate your search results. So Google control the fucking internet. Because if they blacklist somebody, you don't see them in any of the search engines. Even Firefox now. So the guy who originally built Firefox has now built another one called Brave.
Yeah.
So if you can download Brave, you can block all ad things. It gives them no information, and you're protected. You actually are just searching the internet. But I found out, I downloaded it. I was like, right, fuck you, Google. Yeah. Right, I'm fucking going dark. Yeah. Found out. Kind of liked being manipulated.
Yeah.
When you go on Brave and you type in something very specific, it brings you up the websites in order of actual reference to what you're searching, rather than the ones that are just popular to search. So you actually have to really hunt through all the websites to find the one that dumbs it down to the level that you want to actually see it.
Or do you have to be very specific with what you're searching? Like you have to put, like I think now most of the time on Google, you're putting one word and they're like, we know what you mean.
But the difference is it doesn't do that. It doesn't suggest it for you, so it doesn't direct you where to go. So you have to find what you want. Now I found
Brave like an app.
Yeah, you can just download it. It's an app, or I think it's also for the desktop versions as well. You can just download it like you would Firefox. So yeah, if you want to be protected from kind of dictatorial AdSense or search results, Brave is the one to be using at the moment, which this guy suggested because it's made by the guy who made Firefox originally, but that used to be independent, which then got bought out and then he left.
Yeah. For obvious reasons.
So, and if you actually do want to protect yourself from all of this and possible, likelihood of being phished and stuff like that as well, Brave is way better. Now, its search capacity isn't as powerful as the other websites because it's not got the same money behind it. But Firefox is powerful, and the same guy who built Firefox has Brave, and he has the same intent to develop it to the level of Firefox. Yeah, so
and then Google will buy that, and then he'll create another one.
Yeah, I think this one will be a little bit more protected now. There's this whole hoo-ha going on with it, but just try it. Download Brave and see what you're thinking. You'll realize Just do 2 searches. Go do one on Google and then go do one on yours. And the difference is Brave doesn't take all the data and everything like Google does. Yeah. Here's another thing they've shown. Android phones, bitch. Your Android phone is tracking everything you do even when it's switched off. The microphone on your shit is listening to you 24/7.
Yeah, well...
all the time.
Really
so much so that the law have sequestered recordings from Android devices in the courts of law.
How's it if it's turned off?
Exactly. That's why, you know how batteries are running down more and more and more all the time when you think you're not using it for anything. Yeah. It's sending, I think it was sending over 250 megabytes an hour of data from what you're doing.
Yeah. I think, well, I don't know whether
that's not scaring you. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I just expect everything to be fucking spied upon now.
But it isn't. If you can protect yourself from it by using these certain avenues.
I don't do anything that's worth.
Well, that's most people's opinions, but you're still, because you think like that, and then you go use Google and everything, you're still being manipulated without knowing it. That's the difference.
True. Yeah.
So it's listening to you all the time, which means whenever you go back onto your phone, the moment you go back on, it goes brrp and uploads all the stuff it's been listening to about you.
Yeah. Well, obviously, there's all that kind of they're listening because when you fucking have a conversation about something and then some random crap will pop up.
That happens. That's happened to me all the time.
Yeah.
What were we talking about the other day? Something ridiculous, and I got an advert for it. It was something so bizarre. It was really odd, and it was really obscure. And I was like, motherfuckers.
I'd still much prefer.
It was
Android.
Bose headphones.
It's just, I think.
I was recording at your gym.
Yeah.
And it was those Sony headphones.
Yeah.
And we were talking about Sony headphones.
Or the Sony or the Bose.
And I was, and I think I searched it. I searched Sony headphones on my thing or something, and then I got an advert for the exact ones we were talking about.
But I think it wouldn't surprise me now because of all the issue with Apple blocking ads through Facebook, and I don't know if it's as restrictive with Google, but I know definitely with Facebook. It would not surprise me if within a couple of years Apple come out with their own kind of advertising platform.
Yeah, no, they will. They already are doing something.
Are they?
Yeah, there's already there's something to do with the ads that are running. Something to do with Apple are completely different to the ones running somewhere else. I can't remember what it was for. I'll look that up. But there is so they've already done something like that.
Yeah, I was going to say there's going to be an ad platform for it because as soon as they blocked it with Facebook, they were like they've just probably
that was it. Yeah, they blocked
billions of pounds of revenue.
Yes, that was what they did. Yeah, they blocked the Facebook ads, weren't they, or something like that.
Yeah. They just massively restricted them.
They limited it to what they wanted. They had to go through them.
Yeah, so. Why would they do that? They're not doing it out of the goodness of their hearts.
But Apple is way better in the fact that they have way higher privacy levels than Android.
But that's what I mean. Though they're not doing that. They're not doing that just to look after you. Be like, there you go, mate. They're going to do that because they can see that there's going to be more money to be made. Yeah,
I mean, conceivably, they are still storing the information, but it's not being punched out like the Android
ones. No, like I said, I think it'll just be another avenue that they'll go down.
100%. There's no way we're getting away from it, but that's why I think it's more important that you're aware of it at least.
Yeah.
At least if you're aware, you're less easily manipulated because you can remember, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Why am I on this site? How did I actually get here?
Yeah.
Is this what I actually want to be looking at, or have I just gone down a rabbit hole?
But the thing is, though, that's like you're in the business of it as well. Though you're an influencer. I know you don't like the word influencer, but that's what it is. We like everything is influence. People influence each other, and whether they're somebody who's an actor, somebody who is a Instagram influencer, or whatever the fuck you'd want to call them, or it's just your friends, all of your decisions are manipulated by your situation around you.
But they're even manipulating that now because influencers aren't getting seen organically anymore, so you're not even choosing which influencers you see now.
No, exactly. But there's like there's so much like everything is influence, isn't it? Like,
you know what? I'm pouring another one of these.
Fucking hell!
Once the ice has kicked through it a little bit, it's a little bit tasty.
Everything is influence, isn't it? Like, the people that you walk across the road from, and you might see somebody who's got a fucking, I don't know, a nice looking coat, and you're like, oh, that's a nice coat, and on the back it's got a big fucking brand.
That's
on
one
there.
of the biggest things.
And
yeah,
like all of our,
we're a walking billboard, aren't we?
If we fucking grew up and lived our entire life in a padded cell and had no exposure to anything, we wouldn't want for much. other than probably freedom. We wouldn't be thinking about Balenciaga trainers or any other bullshit that people bother to buy. It'd just be...
I think we should start a thing where we just hit anyone in Balenciaga. You know, like a 99 on a rugby field?
Yeah.
The call 99.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should have that in the street when you see someone in Balenciaga. This twat paid £150 for a t-shirt.
I think it'd be...
99.
You've seen all the...
you get to slap him 99 times.
The Randy Orton RKO. Anyone in Balenciaga just gets RKO.
Just RKO. Yeah,
you've got to shout it first. RKO.
That would be fucking brilliant.
Yeah, we'd get arrested really quickly.
I'm gonna say it again. If you're wearing Balenciaga in the street, I don't look at you and think you're cool. I look at you and think you're a twat. I think you're a gullible twat.
Yeah, spending a shitload.
And I actually don't want to talk to you.
On just random crap.
Immediately assume you're a moron.
Did we ask questions? Did you put questions up?
We did. Ooh. Yes, we put the questions up as the Jackass movie was starting.
Oh, I hope we've got Jackass questions.
Oh well, I would assume so.
We can't
do spoilers.
No, we can't do spoilers.
I'm not being that guy, honestly, and I don't want to be because honestly, I want you guys to go and enjoy it. Like, here's the thing: if you're gonna go and watch the Jackass movie, please go in a silly mood. Don't go after you've had some bad, like, serious shit going on, and you're walking in grumpy, and something's ticked you off. Go in when you're like, I want to feel fucking good and silly.
Yeah. Don't go in after throwing a protein shake on yourself in your car.
It even cheered me up though, and I was in a bit of a huff. I wasn't too bad of a huff, was I?
No, you were.
I was a little bit like, that was daft.
Yeah, you were a bit disgruntled to start
with. I was
with,
disgruntled, yes.
That's
mainly because I was still covered in it.
Well, I said hello to you, and the first thing you said was, that was the worst 5 minutes journey ever. And I was like, it actually was 15 minutes. And then you were like, yeah, I threw fucking a protein shake all at my car and on myself.
What should have been a 5-minute journey was 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was horrendous. Which annoyed me because I set off in time. I was out the gym and done by 10 past to be there for 20 past because it was literally 8 minutes away.
Yeah.
And then the universe went, no.
Fuck you, Lex.
You know what you need?
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, also, what happened today? Cracked another alloy on my car. So if you're on Instagram today, you saw that my car started off my Friday up on a fucking jack. Second time I've had one of my alloys welded.
Do you know how it happened? Is it just a pothole or?
Shropshire roads.
Yeah.
I don't even drive like a loon. I don't because it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I hate when the car bangs.
You've got low profile tyres.
Low profile tyres. It's on lowered springs. I drive and I know where I'm driving. So I'm like, this is, I go relative. Cracked it somehow. It must have been, I went to Birmingham the other day. I can't think where it would have been along there, but when I got back from there, I woke up next morning flat, like dead flat, like cartoon flat. And cracked the alloy, took it in, cracked it. So got a cool little run around driving around for the day, a little Hyundai 1.-0. And
I don't knock the Hyundai. It was my first car. It was a
brilliant
Hyundai
little
i10.
thing. I was living life.
What
whipping
was it?
Around? I don't know.
i20?
It was a diesel.
What did it look like? What kind of
silver?
What
had Lewis solutions all over it because Mr. Lewis.
What kind of size car was it?
Oh, the little one, tiny,
like so an i10,
and like a like.
So is it like a Toyota Aygo? Or,
yes.
Yeah, there you go.
A little bigger than that.
Was it like a Kia Picanto?
A Picanto. I think it was a bit smaller than that, in between the two, like an old Fiesta, the square Fiesta, the little one. The little square Fiesta when they brought out that stupid one. Like.
So is it an old Hyundai? Because before the i10, they had an Hyundai. I think it was Alto or something like that, which was the i10.
Probably wasn't even a Hyundai after saying all this. Oh. But it was a fun little car. It was like a 1 litre little runaround thing, and it was tagged up because it was So
I'm defending the Hyundais.
Well, no, I loved it. It had loads of stuff in it. It had everything was electric, front, back windows, everything, all heated seats, little wiggly window things. But it still looked like a little runaround inside. But it still had all this kit.
Yeah, my fucking i10. That was such a good first car. If anyone's looking for a decent first car, because I think so. He's got 5 years warranty with Hyundai. We got it at a year old for like $6,500. It had heated seats, electric mirrors. It had literally like everything you would want in it. And it was like
This was a little diesel. This one.
Yeah. I think ours was. It was a little. I think it was a 1.2 litre.
It's like a 4K.
Yeah, and so it was it's the same chassis as the Kia Picantos and the.
I feel like a Picanto is bigger.
Toyota Igos. So literally, they're the same car, but
Yeah.
but that's the only one. All of the other ones are 3-cylinder engines, and that was a 4. So it's like slightly more pokey.
Yeah. Sounded like it's across from another little run around. And you're like,
little granny car. So this was, like I said, I just passed my test, and my best mate Chris, his dad got him this new Corsa, and it was also a 1 litre. But like Corsa's
a fucking lump of lead.
Corsas were like
shit.
Yeah,
dude, they barely made it up a hill.
I know, but Corsas were the more premium, like kind of they were like a nice car to have. And then I remember me and him went out for a drive together. We pulled up at the lights side by side, and then he was like, "Because my car looked like a granny car," and I fucking floored it.
You would have
and
killed him.
But same size
It was so
engine.
heavy, the Corsas.
Yeah, same size engine, but my car was way lighter.
So heavy.
Had little fucking skinny little bike tyres, but it was all right, and it was brilliant. I remember one
Good
time
in the snow, the skinny tyres.
it was great. Honestly, like Emma used to drive back and forth. She put like 50,000 miles on that thing, back and forth to work in the snow. Literally never had a single problem with it in like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing car. And the like I think the best thing about it, because it was so small. I remember we went to Bournemouth one of the years, and it was fucking heaving, like so busy.
You just park everywhere.
And well, no, there was no parking anywhere.
Okay.
But there was somebody who'd come in a big, like, what are they? You know, they're like American style RVs. It was like a big
like
RV.
the motorhome thing.
Yeah, like a big motorhome. It was huge, and the parking bays were like same as you have everywhere, where like you'll be bumper to bumper with somebody, but there's like aisles in between.
Yeah.
And this big RV had taken an entire space and half of the space next to it, and we were like, I reckon we can fit in there, and we did, because we've only got fucking half a car. And like nobody else could park because it was just
premium
rammed.
spot.
Yeah, literally, and it was right on the beachfront. We were like,
Wicked.
because we were the only thing that could fit in.
I had a Ford Ka for my first car.
KA.
Ford KA.
Yes.
1.3 litre.
KAs
It was
were
nippy
good.
through the first few gears, that
Yeah,
thing.
KAs are pretty bomb-proof as well.
Black, blue interior.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was cool.
I like it. If I remember right, KAs have got really good seats as well. They were like
Comfy.
super comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we were coming. You know, when you first start driving, you realise you've got no sense of where anything is. And then all of a sudden, you've no idea how to get anywhere.
Yeah. You realise, like, I don't ever pay attention
Yeah, I've
when we're
never
going.
paid attention. I tried to take my aunt to Nelson once when I was younger, and I sat in the passenger seat. We ended up in like Bolton, which is literally the wrong direction by 20 miles. But I went with my mate Chris, who's hilarious because he's 6'9". Yeah. So imagine this: me in the driver's seat, 6'9" dude in the other seat. We tried to go to Bury to watch the cinema. We ended up in Bolton.
Bury.
We tried to go to Bury,
Bury.
up some stairs to watch cinema, but we didn't get there, so we ended up in Bolton.
Yeah.
Because whatever happened, I ended up in Bolton.
Yeah.
But so we found a cinema there. Watched Final Destination when it came out. Like fucking, I think it was Final Destination 2, 1 or 2, and then I think it was 2. And so on the drive back, we went to a midnight showing of it as well, because they used to release them at midnight, so it's technically the next day. Yeah. So we drive back like 2 a.m, looking at it's a windy ass night getting back, so all the trees are going, "We're gonna kill you."
Yeah.
And then we don't know where we're going to get home because we've got no sat nav.
Yeah.
We don't know the roads. We're in Bolton. We thought we were in Bury.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the petrol goes to red, and then red light comes on.
Yeah.
And we're freaking the fuck out because between getting back home to where I lived at the time from Bolton was lots of weird country roads, and it was 2 a.m. There was nothing. So we're red lighting it on the petrol, thinking every tree is going to kill us, a cow's going to fall in the road. I am not shitting you when I say when we got to the top of one town, we were neutral geared, engine off, rolling down the hill, holding hands. Just praying to get 2 miles down the road to this Asda petrol station. Still miles from home.
Sorry.
Oh my God, it was brilliant.
Did you have any idea of how to get back? Were you just literally aiming for the rough direction?
Rough bits. We know we go this way for a bit, and then we should turn off at some point.
Yeah.
And we'd never know where that turn off was, and you'd miss it inevitably, and then you'd end up and go, "Oh, this is too far.
Yeah.
Oh, we've gone too far.
Yeah.
We don't know where we were supposed to go, but this is too far."
Yeah. I remember that's reminded me of a time when I was a kid, my uncle had a donut tram. So it was like, you know, the little places they sell like mini donuts and stuff like that at events. Like
My brain
like a
immediately
food
went.
tram.
My uncle had a Doberman, and then when you went donut van, my brain went. Ha!
No, so it looked like a little tram thing. That was how it was like styled.
That sounds awesome.
But so yeah, at events and they do all these mini donuts.
Head of his time.
And do all these kind of different events. And I used to be child labour as usual, and so I'd be like serving or whatever else. And I remember we were on our way, so I used to work on like sometimes Saturday and Sundays with him. And we were on our way somewhere. I've fucking not a clue where we were. And his car broke down. And this was like an hour.
On, was the tram a stationary thing? You didn't drag that with him?
He was towing it, yeah.
Towed it?
Yeah.
It was a tram?
It wasn't like a massive tram. It's probably the size, maybe smaller. A bit
what was
smaller
he towing it with? Tractor?
No, it was... What was he driving at the time? I think it was a Vauxhall Frontera that broke down.
A Frontera?
Yeah, Frontera. It's their big, like...
Was that a 4x4 thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, Vauxhall Frontera. Piece of shit, broke down all the time.
Really?
That's why he ended up getting rid of it. He got one of them, Volvo Estates.
Classic.
They're
fucking sleepers. They're a V10.
Yeah.
They're motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what's hilarious? I had an MR2. The Jap one.
Yeah.
Those Volvos, on the forums of MR2, you get young people who just got their MR2 first time was like, I was put up on the lights today, right? And I had my turbo on, and as the Volvo pulled up next to me, I was like, I'm going to raise the Volvo. I was just thinking, when I put my foot down, the Volvo was fast. It went faster than me. Is my car broken? And it was like, no, motherfucker, those Volvos are sleepers.
Yeah,
you got a V10 fucking engine in them.
Yeah. And it's just because they look so dull,
but
they're just...
You can just hear the sadness in the little time. I beat by a man in a Volvo estate.
Yeah.
And it just went flying off.
Yeah. And he was 45 in a knitted sweater.
He was listening to Radio 2, the Archers.
Yeah. Didn't even intend to race you. No. He had no idea he was racing.
He just wanted to get home for Toad in the Hole because it was Thursday night.
He just got smoked.
You were like priming your turbo, getting the boost up.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's what he ended up... Four-wheel drive as well, some of them.
They're fucking killers.
So anyway, that's where he ended up swapping to. Completely not the point. But we broke down and...
I got done by Volvos all the time. I had an MR2.
And so basically the tow truck turned up. They were going to pull the Frontera, but they can't tow it with the thing that it's towing. Yeah. So my uncle had to wait with the tram while somebody came to get him to then tow that away.
Did he still have donuts left over?
No, you have to cook them all. So they came in bags of mix. But so it was then my job to go with the tow truck driver to guide him back home.
Oh,
I was 13 or maybe 14.
Good luck.
And I was like, I have no idea how to get... I don't even know where the fuck I am right now.
Just end up at your school swimming baths.
I was just like, I don't know anywhere. I've never driven. I literally was sat probably asleep until we got here.
I can get you to the bandstand in town. That's it.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to things that I know are kind of in the vicinity. So I was like, okay, Wolverhampton has the signs to Wolverhampton. So my first logical step was, okay, we need to, because we're on the motorway, we need to go and find somewhere where we can turn around because we came from that way and we're going this way. So we need to then find somewhere.
Is this wrong already?
No, we were all right. We got there. It took like an hour longer than it should have. And I was like, okay, so Wolverhampton. And I remember I used to get driven from Wolverhampton back and forth, so I knew the A449. So I made it to Wolverhampton, then I made it to the A449.
How shit was this fucking recovery guy?
This was again before there was like... there was
they should still be fucking map trained. You're here. Go there.
I think I was given a map, but I again.
Oh right.
Let's
give a 13-year-old a map. That's gonna work.
As a child, I was thinking this is fucked.
Where's the treasure?
Yeah, I remember distinctly being really I couldn't understand why no adult would help in that situation. I was just like, I don't know why. I've never been given any responsibility ever, and now I have to guide this man with his big vehicle and the car that my uncle owns, 70 miles back home.
That's like the worst situation. All I had to do was try and direct my aunt to the swimming baths, and we didn't even make it to the right town.
Yeah, we got there eventually, and the thing was that fucking really pissed me off, and I've never even spoke about this.
They try and beat you there.
No.
No.
So as we came back, because I did not know the route, we ended up driving past. We got into Stourbridge, fine. We fucking got there, but we drove past my auntie's parents, and they saw the truck, and then they told my uncle, and my uncle's like, "Why the fuck were you going that way?" And I was like, "What do you mean? Why am I going that way? Are you lucky I made it fucking home? Let alone the most efficient route back."
I was looking for fucking One-Eyed Willie's treasure, motherfucker.
Yeah, I was like, I was fucking fuming. I was
Listen,
like,
you give me something to look at. It better be Where's fucking
you
Wally
know, as well. 'Cause I was like, I'd been out the house for like 4 hours. Was I going to get paid? No, I wasn't, because I didn't do any fucking hours on shift or whatever it was. So yeah, typical. Don't work for your family.
Yes, moral of the story, and don't get us to direct your place. Well, Lou probably brilliant at directing now.
I'm not too bad, but
just as bad.
Sat-navs, I'll just do everything via sat-nav.
It's bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like today, when I had to go from the garage where I picked my car back up to get to the gym, not a clue.
Yeah.
Because it's a just slightly different direction.
Yeah.
Not a clue.
Yeah. I can read a map half decent now.
I can read maps.
Yeah.
Oh, no fucking problem.
Not when I was 13.
But no one has a map anymore.
No.
It's just all on our phone or in the car. And Google's going, buy sunglasses.
Yeah.
Right, let's do questions. Let's see what we get. Let's not press stop on the remote like we do sometimes. Or as I say we, because I don't want all the blame. Right, let's have a looky loo. So we did put this questionnaire up straight away as I took a picture of the Jackass movie starting. So if we have Jackass questions, it would make sense. Actually, I'd be disappointed if we don't.
We've probably already answered some of them by what we said.
Yeah, and also we will not do any spoilers either. Stop knocking the damn mic, you idiot! Like. Oh, also we went to Transform the other day to get my bloods done.
Oh yeah, you had yours done.
So we'll wait for to see what my bloods say. I'm hoping that I'm not perishing.
Mm-hmm. Fingers crossed.
Scary, mate.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Are you a bit nervous?
Yeah. I've never had them tested.
Yeah.
Who knows what I've done that's fucked it up?
See,
I eat a lot of fat.
Yeah, I was semi-nervous of mine because, especially when I was younger, I used to did a lot of drink and drugs and ate shit all the time.
See, I didn't do that.
And because I was always I was a skinny kid, I was always kind of doing stuff. I always kind of had abs. I was not muscular, but I always kind of looked healthy, and I always had this idea that. Because some of my other friends that did the same things didn't look in good shape. Yeah. So I was like, if it's not showing on my outside, it's fucking me up on the inside. And so then when I got everything back and it was all right, I was like, oh, thank fuck, I'm not screwed up.
Ooh, yeah. See, I asked you that last week and you were like, nah, I'm good.
Like I said, it was just like...
Oh my God.
What?
Nobody's seen the story.
Why?
18 people have seen it. I have no idea why. It's not. And I checked in the cinema that it was uploaded.
Yeah.
But it hasn't uploaded.
Oh.
I think it's literally just uploaded now as I've gone onto it.
Oh.
Do we have questions from last week we didn't finish?
I can't remember. Did we?
Did we put some up on mine?
I can't remember. What
it's always on mine, isn't it? So I can go back and check.
I have no fucking clue what I'm...
Fuck you, Instagram. I swear to God, if I could go and punch Instagram, if it was a human being, I would punch it and then I'd violate it with a bat.
Yeah. You'd look like Neil... If it was a person, it'd look like Neil Diamond.
Fucking Neil Diamond it. What a tit. Well, my point of going to Transform was, yes, I've got that. Also, today, I fell in love with a modern classic that I might have to purchase. And it is a CL600 V12. Now, some people will call this an old man's car. And yes, that's what classics are.
Yeah.
That's exactly the definition of a classic car.
I think they're brilliant.
And
it's not even... It's a modern classic, isn't it?
It's a modern classic. Yeah. It's a 2000. Still 22 years old, mate. Doesn't sound like it should be that when it's a 2000.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound right, that does it? No. 22 fucking years.
I know, it's a bit weird.
Oh, I learned something.
What?
We don't need the questions. I'm teaching you shit anyway.
Fuck the questions.
The reason... Okay, so when we're young, you think fucking days used to last forever. What has happened? Why is everything zipping by? The way the brain works... When you're younger, a lot of things you're doing are new. You're learning. It's the first time you're doing something. Or you're still learning at what you're doing. You've not become proficient at it yet. Yeah. When your brain is learning, is that a fly? Oh my God, we're in fly season. Oh, I get mad. Ooh, Master says I'm going to have to meditate. I'm going to have to meditate with the noise of flies. to get.
We just need some of them little strips, don't we?
Make that tennis racket out, the zapper one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. You fried the shit out of flies, that thing. You was vicious. I mean, you kept cooking that one that you had in it.
Yeah.
Because it got stuck and you were like, zap. Oh,
Yeah.
it's still twitching. And leave it for a little bit and then zap it when it twitched again. You got it smoking.
Basically,
you were
like,
taking
fried one.
Fucking smoked. Anyway, when you are learning and not proficient at something and continually learning, your brain perceives that time as longer because you're learning something new. So you're actively, it's as if, because you're paying attention to paying attention to more sections of time that you're within.
Yeah, you're
more involved,
conscious in the moment.
Yes. So as we go on through life and we learn more and more skills, and these skills become just what we do, the days seem to fly by because we're learning nothing new. We're just going through mechanisms that we already know.
Yeah.
So the trick to making your days longer and your years longer and your life seemingly longer is to always be trying something new.
Do more shit.
Which is the reason that the hippies were all about, like, dude, just go out and just feel and love. It's this fucking point. All this hippie shit everyone used to give shit to, it's coming to fruition now.
I always say that.
If they weren't all dead.
Yeah.
I
always thought that, though. On, like, sometimes I'm fucking flat out, and then if I get a day off, I really feel obliged.
You keep talking, I'm going to show the camera this.
Yeah.
This
I always feel obliged to...
V12 CL600 incoming on the screen on Spotify or YouTube.
You can, like, overlay the image of it, couldn't you?
I could do, but
This is totally going to be as good.
No, watch. I know what to do. You don't. Look at that.
It does look nice.
Modern classic. And you can do things to this as well.
They can't. I was going to say, I've just realised they can't hear what you're saying.
No,
you're miles away from the
small
microphone.
little voice. I'm like the echo.
Hello, can you hear me?
This is what I hear at the back of my head when so she's coming towards you. What's this guy called? That's all I hear.
You're not even pointing it at the camera. You fucking sausage. Right. So, anyway, so when I get like a day off, sometimes I feel really like I should relax and kind of, I don't know, just chill out, do nothing, maybe go out for a walk, like kind of very chilled, and then I'm back into the grind of things, and then I look back at that day and I'm like, fucking hell, like it just flew by. I didn't do anything.
Yes.
But then, like this weekend, I had a day free. We drove down to London, went to a fucking art thing that was shit. Went to the Natural History Museum, drove back, had a nice meal. It was busy, and then back into the grind. But now I'm looking at it, and I was like, fuck, it felt like I actually had a bit of time. And it was because it was some new things, it was different experiences.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to always be anything fucking crazy. Like, for me, one thing that does make a difference, I always try and make an effort to go out for walks, go somewhere nice. And that's just a habit now because of having had a dog for
is great.
Had a dog for 10 years. I had to do it, and now I don't have one. I still try and get out and do it a couple of times a week. Just
Headphones on.
I normally go with Emma. We normally go together, and we'll just go out for a nice walk together. And sometimes I'll take Emma's mom's dog. Just get out and about somewhere nice.
I know it sounds silly because people are like, yeah, fucking walk, do it. Yeah, I've been for a walk. Fucking know what a walk is.
Somewhere different though.
It's a walk with a purpose. It doesn't have to be somewhere different. Put some headphones on, listen to some Alan Watts, listen to some Eckhart Tolle, listen to just a fucking Audible book, and just walk and appreciate the fresh air and just being fucking outside. Not even appreciate it, just fucking be involved with it and be in it.
Yeah.
And I promise you, after a 20 or 30 minute walk, when you get back home, insides of your house or your office, wherever the fuck you're going back to, will seem brighter, will seem less intensive, and will seem a little bit more palatable.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, is we get stuck in the four walls. Yes, motherfucker. Yes, you just reminded me. I woke up in the night and had a thought. And when you think, I need to write this shit down. I just remembered it. Mm-hmm. You know when you took yourself up and you shut the doors, you shut the windows, and you sit on the sofa and you wrap yourself up and you watch a movie and you're like, everything is good. Right, everything is good. I'm fine. Here's fine. And
I don't.
do you know what I mean? And if you're a bit down.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Yeah? When you're in one of those states where you're just like, fuck the world. Fuck that world. And you just kind of shut yourself in something. It might be gaming, it might be watching a movie, whatever. You shut yourself away and you sit there. And like I said, I had in that January bit where I did it for 4 days and it's a bit hard. Maybe it's bed. Maybe you can't get out of bed. So you pull that cover back over and you just tuck up and you go, no. not doing it. And you shut everything off and you create this false environment around you. It's this bubble. I felt a bit like this the other day. And then I opened a window and I went back into bed. It was like the middle of the night. I woke up in the middle of the night. And then and as I was laying there in this, like, under the cover, pillows around me, like, fucking, yeah, everything's all right. I'm fucking here. This is my fucking place. Everything's nothing. Outside doesn't fucking matter. You just, at this moment, there's no letters through the letterbox. There's no phone calls coming in. There's no deadlines. Yeah, all that, you're ignoring it.
Yeah.
Because you're creating this false sense of security in this little bubble of this room and these walls.
Yeah.
With the window open, I heard a car go past, and it was almost grating.
Yeah.
And then I realised that is because that noise is coming from outside of your false reality. That noise coming in is reminding you that the world outside is still turning and moving and going forward, and you're being left behind.
Yeah.
And that can be scary. But fuck me, did it make my brain go, oh, motherfucker. You better get up when that motherfucking alarm goes off. Yeah. I don't give a shit if you've woken up right now. And that's what I realised. That's what we do. When we shut ourselves in and we just turn on the movies or we turn on the game, that Xbox, the PlayStation, and we just hold in a tunnel vision onto that, we're checking out from the outside world and we're ignoring it and like it doesn't exist and those problems aren't there anymore. But everything outside of your little bubble is still going to fucking keep going. It's still going to keep moving. It's still going to keep turning. And you're still going to have to fucking face it the moment that window's opened or the moment that door's opened or that PlayStation goes off.
Yeah.
So it's really fucking important to understand that when you have these moments, that those jarring sounds or things happen to everybody.
Yeah.
And they're still, but no matter what you fucking do, they're going to be there. So you got to face them. So sometimes open the fucking window, open the doors, get outside, stops you being like that. Because you're breaking that boundary yourself and you're putting yourself back outside and you're realizing it's not that fucking scary. The only reason it's scary is because I shut myself off from it and didn't want to hear it. So when I heard it is because I didn't want to, and then it became offensive.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think it's like a defense mechanism, isn't it? You're putting up a little bit of a barrier because everything else it becomes overwhelming. Yeah, and then you're like, right, okay, how am I going to deal with this? I'm just gonna box myself in, and I can manage the things inside my little box.
Yeah.
But that's reminding me of when I was a kid. I used to, to be honest, for most of my, younger, older child life and then younger adult life, really struggled with good sleep. And I remember as a kid having a conversation with my mum. I was still at primary school at this point, and no kid wants to go to sleep, but then I'd still get up early. I just didn't sleep.
You
much.
could still get up early, could you?
Yeah,
I didn't sleep. I was like,
I just didn't want to sleep, and my mum was always like, "Why do you never want to sleep?" And I was like, I just had this I remember saying I've just got this feeling like I'm missing something. Like when I'm checked out, shit's going on without me. I didn't say shit.
Yeah,
but I was like, stuff's going on without me.
Poopy's going on without me.
And I was just like, and I don't want to miss anything. I want to be involved.
You were the originator of FOMO.
Yeah, but I was like,
we've said that before.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we've said that before.
But now as an adult, I don't give a shit about other people doing other things. But my FOMO is of my own life. I still don't like going to sleep. If somebody could remove sleep and I could still function as a person, I would 100% do it. I want to be conscious. I want to be conscious every moment of every day, so I can do more, see more, fucking live more. Because when I'm asleep, I might as well be dead. I'm having to perform a basic function to keep my body alive. If I can bypass that,
how we need to sleep.
Yeah.
Yet the fucking body makes you work for that shit.
Mm,
Don, motherfucker, if you want to sleep, just put me out.
Yeah, but
why are you making me lie here?
That's the
pretending like I want to do it.
It's the disconnect between the brain and the body, isn't it? That fucking saying, the brain commands the body and it obeys. The brain commands itself and meets resistance, or something like that. And it's true. You can tell your body what to do and it'll do it. You try talking to your brain and it's like, no, motherfucker, I'm the one that's in charge here. I'm telling you what to do. And I think, it just affects so many different things in life, doesn't it? It really does. And it's why did you get onto the topic of kind of boxing yourself in?
You just reminded me of it when you were talking. It reminded me of that little moment of clarity that I had about why it's not good to box yourself in, because no matter what you do and how long you do it for, that you're going to have to open that window at some point and open that door, and the same things are going to be there. And if anything, they're going to build up more. So
I do worry about you sometimes in that sense. I don't know. know it sounds a bit gay,
That's
but
not
like
gay.
not gay in that sense, but like because I know more about you than I suppose the Instagram world would know.
Yeah.
And you are you who you put out on Instagram, but also there's that kind of comes at a cost. That like your normal relationships with other people are slightly different, aren't they? Because you're still you.
Yeah.
And like I wonder how isolating that must be sometimes.
Yeah, it can be.
And like that's why I've said it several times that I'd love it if you moved closer because like we can't hang out on a regular basis.
Yeah, because of this.
Because we're further away. But I'm similar. Like I don't feel that there's many people that think the way I think. And we're not the same at all. We're quite different. We have similar traits. But like I find it a lot easier to identify with people that are a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you're a bit weird.
You think off the center line.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's more. This was one because I'm still trying to find out why I had that down period in January. So any little trigger where I get these little realizations, because I still don't know why for 4 days during January I literally couldn't get off the sofa. It's very unlike me. Like I will at least go and work out in the house or do stuff. I wasn't even doing that. I didn't even have the energy. I felt like I didn't even have the energy or motivation to do anything other than lie or be and just meh. And so when I had this, I was in bed, it was comfy, it was warm, but just don't know. And because I've woken up, and it's because I thought to myself, I've woken up now, ruined my sleep. I'm going to have to change my alarm. Heard the car go past in the window. That shocked me back into my, hey, motherfucker, no. Stop bubbling. Yeah. Stop creating that bubble immediately because something's broke. Come up and disturbed your perfect plan of you got to bed and you got to sleep on time and something's woke you up and now it's all ruined. It's not fucking ruined, idiot. Shit's still going to be going on. Even if you don't, so you're going to have to get up. It's my battle with trying to get my rhythm back on.
Yeah, I think everything's so up in the air.
Analysing why my rhythm was off.
Yeah.
I just want to know why.
Yeah.
I like that. I like finding my faults so I can fix them.
Yeah.
I think it's a positive thing a lot of the time is you look at yourself critically but within a positive manner. It's like my idea is if I find a fault, fucking great.
Yeah.
Now I can fix that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't look at it like I found a fault, you're a shit, you're useless, you're crap. I'm like, no, oh fuck yes, I know why that is.
I was talking to Z about that the other day. Where was it? Wednesday when we went out? Yeah.
So, we didn't do that. We went out with the boys from Transform for a meal.
We've
ate
not
more steak than any human should eat.
Yeah, we've not mentioned Z. I really like him as well. So So when Imran came over, the doc, as most of you probably wouldn't know him, he brought his friend
Dr. Imran Khan, who we had on the other episode. If you haven't listened to it, go and listen. If you don't listen to any of their episodes with us, that is just one you need to hear.
Yeah, 100%. And he brought Z over, his friend. And then also the other day we went out, we got some good food, and Z was there too. And I was talking to him about that and saying how it just, the one thing that really grates on me is people that complain, but then don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got a problem, that's awesome. That's fine. People have problems all the time. Make a conscious effort to do something, move towards it, and like fix it, because there's not a problem. There's not a single problem in the world that couldn't be improved on. It might not be able to be solved because some things aren't solvable. But yeah, some things can be even managed. Some things can be improved on. If you get given a fucking terminal diagnosis of something, just to be extreme, that can't be fixed. You can't fix that problem, but you can make it better. You might be able to have a better time while you do it. You might be able to fix some relationships that are like maybe not as good.
I think that's the thing, is to realise that not everything's going to be perfect.
No, yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah. I think that's a big problem. Like, I think nowadays people grow up expecting this perfect life and then people get really disappointed with it.
Here's one. And this is we're going to blast through this just because I don't want to go to you, because I think it'd be a fun conversation, more deep. But sex, first time you had sex, was it ruined by movies? Everyone's expectation of sex is completely warped because of movies, in my opinion.
What in how so? Like some
like
kind
it just
of romantic,
wasn't some earth-moving fucking experience. As most people's first time won't be. It'll be a fumbling mess.
Yeah.
Really. It gets better. Don't get me wrong, but like the first time is Underwhelming.
I'm trying to remember. Like, I wouldn't say it was. No, yeah, I suppose underwhelming in a sense. It was just. I think, yeah, it is built up to be something amazing. I remember I lasted all right. Like,
I'm not sure I did.
Yeah.
I remember the fucking condom being a nightmare.
Condoms are
awful thing.
Shit at the best of times, but yeah,
what a weird idea.
Yeah, when it's your first time, definitely not good. Although it probably does you a favour because it fucking makes it feel like not a lot.
That's true
in comparison. But again, I think the same with maybe we have a conversation about this in depth at another point.
Yeah,
but
just
like
fun of it.
Sex in general, it is your mindset. If you're very aware of, oh my god, don't come, you're gonna come. You are gonna bust a nut pretty quick.
So you got that thing in the back of his.
Literally, yeah. If you're just enjoying the moment, thinking about other stuff like that's still obviously relevant, like don't be thinking about random shit. But
I did grandma baked beans. I do remember that vividly.
I've had again when I was a kid, one of the things I was thinking about was like there was a new game that was coming out, and I was just like, right, think about that for a little bit. And sometimes maybe if that's what you need to do, if you've your level of arousal's risen past like a point that's a manageable level, then just try and switch your brain off to something else. Be aware, look at something in the room, whatever, whatever you need to do. But it's
itself is a little bit of meditation.
Yeah, it is. It's in your. That is purely in your head. Like I don't think that like.
If you want to get better at sex, if there's any way to get people into meditation, it will make you better at sex. Yeah, that is if you only need one reason to get into it.
Yeah,
it will teach you to be able to control the mind and switch it off. Yeah.
We got a couple of questions.
We've got a few questions now, and it literally did fuck up because even one of the guys has commented saying the question box has only just showed up on Instagram now, and it's technically on my thing saying it's posted 4 hours ago. So it's definitely fucked up. It's because it was 3G in the cinema.
Yeah, there was bad signal in there because I was trying to text Emma and a lot of the messages weren't going through.
Or you're not posted Instagram, you piece of shit. Like, how hard is this? Jesus, it's a single picture image. What's that, like 24 megabytes? Get a grip, Instagram. Yeah. Billion users, and you can't fucking upload a 24 megabytes. They got billions. Billions. Fuckers.
God damn.
We've got some. We'll blast through them. Let's make them last few minutes. We've got 8 minutes. Here we go. You can make one legal thing illegal. One illegal thing legal. What are you choosing?
Children in public places will be illegal from now on.
I am 100% double backing on that.
They are to be kept in a room until they learn to not be annoying.
So your one thing illegal is children in public places below a certain age.
Hold on. Children in public places that I like.
So it's a bubble that follows you around.
Yes.
That's brilliant.
That's definitely the one. And then illegal things legal.
So you've got to make... So you've made a legal thing illegal. So now you've got to make one illegal thing legal.
I would say... drugs.
Yeah, you got to go.
I would just legalise all drug use and make them available via pharmacies and have much more stringent education about drug use so that people can make informed decisions. And when they do, if they do choose to do that, they don't have to go to dodgy people that are making it in their bathtub or whatever, lacing it with shit. Yeah. They can just go to a pharmacy and it's like as safe as it's possibly going to be, because at the end of the day, fucking how many millions of people kill themselves with this shit?
Legal drug?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah. Fags,
not that
alcohol,
particular shit.
With just Talisker. With Talisker single malt scotch. How many millions of people die?
At least they're going out in style.
Yeah, well, they're very true. Yeah. In a very peaty manner. Yeah. But like, drugs, I think, like they should all just be treated the same. Alcohol, caffeine, like I don't know, nicotine. Why are we splitting hairs here? Because all these other ones are just fucking people up because people aren't aware of it. So yeah, I think just better education and making drugs legal would probably.
So that's your.
There's a country that has this, and I can't remember what country it is. And they've got a lot of drugs are legal.
It's Canada.
I don't think it's Canada.
Canada's definitely quite up there.
Okay,
I'm
But
pretty sure.
I can't remember one of them.
It might be a lie.
Anyway, but their death rates death rates from drugs.
It's retardedly
way
less. Retardedly
like
less.
10 or
like
20%
10 times less. Yeah.
Yeah, it's minuscule.
That might just be a state in America. I think it's somewhere like Minnesota or somewhere weird in America's done it.
I don't know, I'm sure it's a different country. I thought it was like
If you know, let us know.
Switzerland or some shit. I
Hey,
don't know.
and also, why not take this moment to rate us on Spotify?
Yes.
Because you can just do that now. So just make an effort because it really does help with the podcast.
And just
same on iTunes. And
leave us a
same
comment on YouTube.
Comment
We've been
on
getting
YouTube
more comments. Have you
and
seen?
just rate us on iTunes. Well, that's because we were able to reply now as well. So
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm making the effort to reply as well.
Yeah, we are getting more comments. Really, even if it is like a quick
Massively helps.
hello, or just
say
say
algorithm.
fuck you, Neil Diamond.
Fuck Neil Diamond. Fuck you, Neil Diamond. Yeah.
Comment fuck
Maybe
Neil
not
Diamond.
fuck you because YouTube's PG. So maybe put
F you, Neil Diamond.
poopy poopy to you, Neil Diamond.
Yeah, any kind of Neil Diamond based insult.
It's so not Neil Diamond. I've so got that wrong.
I don't care. I fucking hate him now anyway.
Weird.
So yeah,
Right, my thing. Right, so we're making one thing legal, make one legal thing illegal. Okay. The speed limit. Fuck you, speed limit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, is that an illegal thing? My legal is speeding.
Yeah.
Like on motorways.
Yeah.
Get rid of the fucking 70 mile an hour rule, 70 miles per hour thing that's designed for cars from the 1970s and hasn't been updated since. Fucking idiots. Do you know why that was designed? It was because of braking distances.
Yeah.
And we've improved those by tenfold since. So, to those. And also, if I can make one thing illegal, it'd be a toss up between that or being able to slap a stupid person without reprisal.
Yeah.
You know, someone says something really stupid.
Yeah.
Like any of the Jenners. Just fucking fish.
Yeah.
Fucking just all day, every day. Sheesh, shush. Make the world a better place one slap at a time.
Yeah. Once it happens. There's like a window. Like when they say something stupid, you get like
10 seconds or so.
I was gonna say 10 to 30 seconds.
Yeah.
To
There could maybe be an app.
ham.
You could comment what they've said, and it comes up. Yep, that's stupid. Slap aloud. Shove.
Yeah.
And they have to wait while you do it.
yeah, like it's a government
Government-funded
app.
Yeah. So they say it, and you just go slap attack, and they have to wait there legally.
Yeah.
Whilst you check
It's
what
like
they've said.
it's like that fucking it's like that slap thing, and they have to stand there and then just
Like
take one.
It's like raps when you play raps at school. Yeah, that's mine. And make one legal thing illegal. Oh, one legal thing illegal. What's legal? One thing.
Lots.
Yeah, just trying to think what really annoys me. Yeah, I'm
Flies.
going with you with the fucking children in fucking
You say
public places.
You make flies illegal.
Yeah, but I don't think we get much choice with it though. You're illegal.
They're all
like,
just getting imprisoned.
yeah.
Boxed. There's just prisons full of flies just escaping through the bars.
Yeah, it's just straight out, in and out.
God damn it, they keep getting away.
I'm doing the kid thing with you because we're in out of time. And I'm definitely down for that. Okay, here we go. What's the best iteration of a sausage ever? Oh, I can tell you this. It's a pork and orange sausage cooked in Guinness.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Pork and orange sausage cooked in Guinness.
No, not for me. The orange just sounds a little bit off.
Mate, think of pork and apple.
Yeah.
It's the same.
I like no, it's not the same.
It's the same.
Citrus fruit and an apple
Yeah, but
are
no,
not
it's
the
like
same.
blood orange.
I'll try one. I'm definitely up for
Telling you
trying it,
now,
but I
you'd be
can't.
like,
So Tesco's Finest have this like, it's a chip. It's like a honey chipolata. Oh, it's amazing. It's got like
I've not had that. Right. I'm switching from Sainsbury's to Tesco's after my Sainsbury's fiasco. They're not doing my shopping for a week. So, fuck you, Tesco.
To be honest, so I swapped in Sainsbury's for ages, and then when we went to Tesco's, it definitely felt like an upgrade.
But you can get points to go to the cinema now as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
cool.
I personally think Tesco's is a tier above Sainsbury's.
Really?
Yeah, that's hot. That's
some heavy words.
My personal opinion.
What fictional character would you really love to punch in the face? A fictional character love to punch in the face? Oh, there's definitely a few. Annoying people in movies, that just keep doing dumb shit. Oh, at Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, the middle brother, punch him straight in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, the motherfucker that lets the guy die in Save It Private Ryan up in the tower and lets that guy get stabbed.
Oh, yeah.
Let's punch him 100 times.
Cersei Lannister.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
That'd be a scruff of the neck and a punch.
Yeah. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, cool. Would it not be better to rip your eyes out through your ass with a boiled egg? What?
So is that somebody hating on Jackass?
Oh, maybe. Oh, camera's gone. We've had a blackout!
Oh, there we go. Well, what I was going to do, if you could see me... Hold on. Are you going to do it? Are you going to put us back on? Oh. Right, okay. Whoever this was... Fuck you.
Yeah, honestly,
Fuck you.
You've got that wrong, sir. Jackass is just pure unadulterated boy humour at its absolute best, and it brought us absolute joy. Yeah. And that is what we hope we've brought you with this podcast. It's been another one. Thank you all for joining us. Leave behind the bad from the week previous. Bring forward what was good. And we'll see you next motherfucking one, people, because we're all going to have a good 2022. Toodle fucking pip.
Toodle pip.
Macho man finish.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.